gentlemen, others, welcome to the E-Zone Media Challengers Cup 5 community stream. Our sponsor today is Chicago Knights, our new esports organization that are looking to field a team for COD. If you are looking for an organization, we definitely recommend checking them out. My name is Rob Marson. I'm here on the desk tonight alongside TG. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. As always, excited to see some games go down tonight. We got some challengers matchups. So this is kind of where you like to see a lot of these top players start to come on out, show where they can get going on, and well, we're going to be here for the journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really, really excited to go. So we are currently in round 3. The first match we have on the docket tonight, we have Noah Flight, which consists of Lightning, Rex, Druxy, and Reality. Taking on, I actually don't have the team name for this off the top of my head, but the team of Eons, Boja, Secret, and Stunna Goat. And if we could take a quick look at the maps real quick. We have Berlin to start it off, so Hardpoint and S&D. We're going over to Tuscan for some control, followed by everyone's favorite Bocage Hardpoint, and then finishing off with Tuscan once again for some Search and Destroy. Repetitive map set, but you know what? I don't mind this one at all. What do you think, T?
Nah, it's pretty good. I mean, in general, these are the maps that a lot of players like to be playing on anyway. So you know what, it kind of works out, I think, very, very nicely. Definitely a little bit of a slower start starting on Berlin. I think a lot of games tend to start on Bocage, at least from my experience. But overall, still Berlin, a very, very solid map. Overall, it's a nice mix of both SMG presence and AR presence. Definitely very, very heavy on rotations. But overall, I mean, that's kind of the name of the game for, I think, a lot of these maps that we have going on. 'Cause that also applies to the Tuscan as well, though a little bit less, I'd say, on some of the AR presence, but certainly still very, very needed.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. A couple extra, housekeeping things to get out of the way before we get into it. We are loading up the lobby. It is almost full. I think we're just waiting on one more player. We always seem to be getting to this point where we're just waiting on one guy. It's always that one guy. Don't ever be that
Definitely
guy.
much.
Don't ever be that guy whenever you're
That
trying to
guy's
get
going,
into a
hold
challenger
on, I'll
stream.
be
He's
there in
going,
a
hold
minute.
on, man. I'll be right there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta go
yeah,
get
yeah.
water.
Definitely be there
Yep.
in a minute. 5 minutes later go by. We're
Yep.
still
5
waiting on
minutes
him.
there.
That's
Yep.
about
Still
how
just
it
stalling
goes.
over here on the stream. Love it. But we're not alone. Also, we have a couple of analysts joining us here today as well. We have Reform and Tish joining us. Reform and Tish, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Yes, thank you very much, Robert. As Robert mentioned earlier today, for the first time on our E-Zone streams, we're going to be having some analysts. That's going to be myself, Reform, and my good friend Tish47. Tish, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tish47, Paul. I was a former professional player. I've retired recently, and now I'm here trying to figure out something to do within esports still. So glad to be here.
Yeah, definitely, Tish. The substitute player during Modern Warfare for the Dallas Empire, world champ, by the way. Congratulations, Tish.
Yeah.
I know that's a huge accomplishment for you. But yeah. So basically, what me and Tish are gonna be doing here, at the conclusion of each map, we're gonna send it over to us. We're just gonna break down the map for you guys. Just give our thoughts on the gameplay and what we saw coming from a player's perspective. But with that being said, still waiting on a few players. I'm going to send it back to the casters, and we'll see you guys after the map.
We're really excited to have some analysts. It's something I don't get to do very often. It's usually just me, my fellow caster and the director just kind of in these chats. But the fact that we have two analysts who are gonna speak with us and talk about these games, I'm all for it, man. It's gonna be a fun day.
Yeah, definitely nice to have some people. You get a chance to catch for a breath. Normally, yeah, you carry out throughout the entire thing. You're always doing it. You're both being the analysis and providing the
Yeah.
casting at the same time. You're really multitasking in that one. But definitely excited to get this one going. Got a whole crew going. Things really couldn't be better, and this should be a very, very fun day of challengers.
Yeah, we're going to start shortly. Real quick before we hop on, and do want to mention that Ezomia will actually be having their 4th LAN event happening in New York from March 26th and March 27th. There will be a 4v4 CDL $4,000 prize, along with 4 gaming chairs provided by GT Omega, plus an E-Zone jersey for the MVP provided by Sector 6. And there will also be a $1,000 guaranteed 2v2 S&D provided by Alpine Dispensary. They will also be giving away a free PlayStation 5 to a lucky winner at the venue provided by the Gabers Club. Team passes can be found online at esportszonemedia.com/nylan. Again, that's esportszonemedia.com/nylan. Definitely check that out. I'm actually a couple hours away from there, so I was even thinking of hopping over there myself. Might have to look into that a little bit.
free PlayStation 5, you know, not a
Yeah,
bad,
you know,
not
why
a bad
not?
deal.
No, not a bad gig at all. So definitely recommend getting out there. I haven't been to enough lands, so like I said, I definitely recommend everyone getting out there. Sounds like it's going to be a really fun time, especially those who are in the New York area. So that'd be for sure. Hell no. We should be hopping in very, very shortly. So it looks like we are loaded on in, and we got our first match of the day. We are in round 3 currently of the 5th Cup. So a lot of familiar faces, but a lot of non-familiar faces at the same time. This is where these were all the up-and-comers are really battling it out to really earn their keep, especially as Elite has started to come up.
Yeah, it's all about those names sort of starting to pop on up, you know, growing that brand, growing that presence each and every, you know, challengers, and even just playing it in general, just throughout the entire scene. It's always about getting to the next level, and definitely this is sort of a matchup I think where we're going to see some, because we got the seed 30 versus the seed 35, I believe. So, you know, overall, in generally, the seeding, it looks good, but we'll see how it plays on out on the field.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna be tough. I mean, it's gonna be Tuscan. This is a map where there's a lot of ways you can kind of show off your stuff here. Whether you're kind of holding down mid or whether you're just getting into the point and just grinding it out and having these fights. I mean, there's gonna a lot of opportunities to show your stuff. But here we go, Noah Flight versus Team Devise. It's gonna be Noah Flight hopping onto this point first. Lightning gonna try to make a flank through you, but he's gonna get caught. So because they're here on Noah Flight, getting the setup down here on this first point, not letting Team Devise get anywhere near him at the moment.
Yeah, and Secret just gonna be chilling on this hill. There's gonna be one coming around you. Does find one, but Secret tries to come out for the challenge. Does not quite happen. Druxy, a nice set of kills there. Just gonna be chilling. You got some other players just sort of chilling around the back. Really a nice wave of kills for them to get some more control onto this P1, taking Noah Flight off of it from their initial break.
And keep an eye on the bottom of your mini-map there. We saw a little bit of a 1v1 to try to get this rotation over towards P2. It looks like Team Devise currently holding spawns and number 5 reality on your mini-map. Just holding it down right now, winning that one up against Seeker and Eons. Continuing to fry here early. I saw a couple of 2Ps out of him on that first point. It looks like he's continuing to do so as he tries to push out these spawns.
Yeah, in reality, just going to be chilling by the top plat. The rest of Noah Flight, they're going to be kind of coming around that church side right now. So he's just going to be just chilling at the top. The rest of his team going to be trying to eliminate some of that presence around Eons, though, going for the challenge against top Flight. Top plat doesn't quite win it, but the trade is there.
Seems like the Slain power is definitely going in favor of Null Flight so far. That kill feed has been all blue since the beginning of this, and you see Stun and Go specifically is on a 5 spree at the moment. Gonna try to just hold down this truck and get this flank going. I don't think Team Devise even knows he's there. He's gonna find one. He's gonna find two. No, a friendly nade actually prevents that flank from going on through. He definitely had that second kill in the bag, but wasn't able to get it done because of a rogue nade.
Yeah, Boja gonna be on that hill. It does get taken off. There's gonna be some scrap time to play with, possibly, but Team Devise, they get the kills, though they end up trying to go more for a rotation, which is perfectly fine. Null Flight is already gonna be just about set up. You see number 3, number 4 on the map already kind of there. But overall, just a matter of can Team Devise get this pinch going? And, well, they're starting to make their way forward, but it doesn't really quite happen for them. Noah Flight, they should have this rotation. They should have this initial time as well. Now it's Team Devise. They're going to be forced to try and break the hill.
And Null Flight has it set up once again. They've won all the rotations basically at this point, and even if they didn't, they were able to get on the break and get the setup that they needed, and this hill is no different. They have number 3 on your main map to stun a goat on the kind of god heady back there with that AR starting to cause some mayhem, but now Flank might be able to get him off of it. He stays alive for right now. Keeping out of the way. He sees the player trying to flank him. He tries to get on through. He does get that kill, so that's going to be 4 dead for Team Devise. As Noah Flight continuing another rampage here. Their guns are hot and ready to go, and this point time is starting to go like really far up at this point. Team Devise running out of options.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, team names are flipped apparently.
Oh really? Oh man.
That. Yeah, they are. It's you know what, that all happens though. Call of Duty. I'm gonna be honest with you. The casting, it's really rough because the team names are switched, and honestly, it's a very, very easy and common mistake.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. No.
You know, it kind of is what it is. You roll with it. You just got to keep that in mind. But I'll try my best personally to try and remember that. Though I'm not always the greatest, but it is what it is. But further off, getting into this game right now, it's going to be Noah Flight on this hill at the moment, and they have some nice pressure coming from that backside. There's reinforcements, and the side of Team Devise, they're kind of holding up, waiting to get that push going, and at one moment or another, that point's going to be called, and well, a nice little turn just absolutely ends the man, and well, just like that, Team Devise breaks their way onto the hill, and well, what a way to do it.
So Sonic try to go through the back after that kill, but Secret picks up 2 on the inside. Spawn still in favor of Noah Flight for right now. And now the rotation starting to happen here. Looks like it's going to be Noah Flight who should be first there, but they have to get this up, and they got to hold it down. They can't let Team Devise get this break. They got to start bringing this game back. They're down by 50. Still a lot of COD left to play, but But if they're going to try to make any hope of this, got to start right now.
Yeah, and this hill can definitely be a one to do it in general. If you can get the control over this point, get some of the initial time, and sometimes it's really, really tricky for teams to break on in if you have set up really just a matter of if you can kill them before they throw out the nades and the stuns. But Boja with one does get traded out though, but the damage, it's there, it's been done.
Yeah, Boja was just lining them up and just sending them home. There's no flight continuing to try to break on through and get this point back. Looks like they finally do. Got to get some reinforcements in, though, as Team Device continues the pressure over towards the front below. Some stuff happening as well. Bojalicious finds two. He's finally going to get taken out by Drugsy there. So Nullify holding on for just a little bit about time. Oh, man. A friendly stun is killing people still. I love that about this game, let me tell you.
Yeah, they lower the damage a little bit, but sometimes it just still does quite a bit enough damage. You know, they've lowered it, yeah, but it still does quite a punch. Reality going to be winning that last gunfight on that hill just about, and really now it's going to be starting to go to that rotation for the P1 right now. It will look like Team Device is going to be having that initial control. Number one going to be going up against a few gunfights as it's going to be side Nola Flight Spawn gun in trying to push on in, but there's going to be streaks on the field as well. They're going to be called on out. The question is, does it have a massive effect on this game?
Push coming in from Nola Flight to try to clear out Team Device. It looks like they might do so, but look at this push all coming in through you. Oh man, the backup there the Team Device had coming through you just gets laid out. It's going to be Team Device still holding on for right now, though. There's no fight. Just trying to regroup over by this wall, try to find some early kills. Nades coming all over the place. Listen to it. Sounds like a literal war zone out there. Hell from above. Just all over the map, but really no kills to show for it. Druxy going to go in with the flank. He's going to check the God Heady. He's going to get that help. 3 go down here for Team Device. So Null Flight with a great break. Going to try to hit that sentry mark here.
Yeah, Druxy at the top, trying to get the kill, is able to do so. And now, he's kind of left a little bit alone, but still they're just going to be picking up some of the time. There's going to be about 10 seconds or so left, and, well, there you go. Son of Goat will be getting that last final kill, trying to get a few seconds of that time, though, honestly, the side Team Device, they don't really need it that much right now. They really just have to push up to the next hill, and they're going to already be on it. So, for right now, the side of Nola Flight, they have got to go a ways, though, but they're trying to close that gap. They've kept it within about 50, 60 points or so, but they have got to start making some gains.
I got to start here. I mean, this is a hill to definitely do it on. Finally hitting 100 points is Nola Flight. Got to set up going here, but watch that backside. It's going to be Team Device who are probably going to stack up by archers and push on through, but they're going to thwart it for right now. So a good hold so far, but now the break towards the front is just breaking everything apart. But Reality has something to say about it. Going to pick up a quick 2-piece there. Going to try to find 3, and he does. Great back up there out of Reality, so it's going to get more time in favor of Nola Flight. Reality starting to pick up some steam here toward the end.
14-4 right now, make that 15, and well, he's starting to heat up, yeah, for sure, doing things that I really expect him to be doing, and that just be absolutely slaying on out, and still picking up some time, getting Nola Flight slightly more into this. They've closed that gap a little bit, though they still, again, have some stuff to do. They still have to pick up some time, soak up as much time as they can, but, you know, that gap ever so slowly closing. The question is, can they make that run? Can they really close it by the end of the game?
We've seen weirder things happen in these cups, so I totally think Nola Flight is in a position to try to make this rally and bring it on back, but they have to start now. They don't want to let this game any more out ahead than it already is. So now the flank coming in through the back. Reality trying to find this player is going to be able to find him again. Another 5 killing spree here for Reality. So going to kind of wait here by the God Heady and see if anybody decides to peek. No one for Nola Flight on point yet. They finally do. Still 26 seconds left, though, so they're only going to get a little bit amount of time out of this before they have to start running on rotation again. Reality is thinking about it at this point. Looks like he's going to finally do so. He's going to run through archers. He's going to run into one player. That's going to be full streaks for Reality. Making another 2-piece for Reality. Starting to fry 18 and 14 on a 7 streak at the moment. This is what they needed. And continuing to go. Oh, I thought he was going to get that one. Reality close to making a miracle play. But he started to bring his team back here. But no Flight running out of options once again.
Yeah, saying, don't think I'm done once I get streaks. Oh, no. I have a lot more to give than that. Lightning, though, in the back. Going up against the gunfight. Will find 1, maybe 2. Oh, but he's pinched in multiple different directions. Only get some tagged. Unfortunately, will get caught. But going to be Druxy, the teammate with the trade. Is going to be getting both of them. Going to be cleaning it on up. Those secret around arches will find the trade eventually on Druxy. Now we'll have to see the side of Team Device. Their lead, it's been slowly fading away now. It's within a 30-point gap now. And, well, they do have this hill, but the side of Nola Flight, they've been fighting there, trying to make their way onto this hill.
200 mark hit for Team Device. Continuing to hold it down. It looks like a push from the front is about to happen here. A couple of kills go their way. Reality still continuing to fry with that AR. He's been kind of the MVP of this so far. 21 and 16, but getting into the right engagement at the right time, and also has the most objective time as well. And he's continuing to show that as he sits on the rest of the scrap time, the rest of his team in rotation towards P5. They're still in this game, man. They're only down by about 30 points. They just got to hold this one down, and this is going to make it interesting as we go into the final rotations.
Yeah, and honestly, in my mind right now, what I'm seeing for the side of Noah Flight is, yeah, I mean, you have Blue Muffin, who I believe is Frex. You know, he's sitting at 10 and 30, which is going to be a little bit tough. And honestly, it just kind of like, if you can step it up, get these kills, like, can your team have that lead? You really have to step it on up right now. We're getting to the final seconds. P1 rotation is going to be huge for whichever team can pick it on up, as now it's become a very, very even matchup.
The rally's coming back. Noah Flight just about tied with Team Devise here on this P5. So the next couple of hills are going to finally be the decision makers of this match. Stunna Go and the rest of Team Devise trying to make sure that score gets a little bit higher before they start moving on over. But look, there's going to be a 1v1 here on P1, and it looks like it's going to be Drugsy. It's going to win it. So first points here should go to Noah Flight on P1. Now they just got to get the setup, make sure they hold down that U, make sure they hold down the headies, and they have themselves a chance.
Yeah, they really, really do. They have two players on the hill, though. It does look like Team Divide, they're going to be pinching on all three sides. Stunna Go gets that streak, going to be called on out. Question is, who's he going to find? Going to go for the player on the hill, does get that kill. And well, just like that, it's going to be going up against a head-to-head battles right now as they fight for control over the P1. Who's going to be coming out on top? It does look like it's going to be Team Devise, and well, it's going to be Noah Flight right back to spawn. They have to go, they have to run, they have to sprint. There's no time to stop. They need to get these kills, but the Team Devise, they know they just need to hold the line.
They need to hold the line, and they're holding it well right now. They reality has one more streak left, but at this point, they just have to get in there and run it and gun it, and then to think about using only 3 points away is Team Devise. Lightning doing a great job getting in there, getting scrappy, finding two alongside Drugsy. But now one final push here out of Team Devise, but they are thinking about rotation. Watch number one, your minimap. It's going to be Boja, who might be thinking about the rotation here for right now, but for right now, a contest. Lightning handling that U with grace, but Eon's gonna take care of that alongside Secret. He's gonna come around, find that final kill. I think that's gonna do it. It's gonna be Team Devise. One final contest. Oh, it actually gets the kill. Is anyone close? No, no one's gonna be close. It's gonna be a foot race to the next point here, and it's gonna be Noah Flight that hops on, and they find the first couple of kills as well as spawns. This is gonna be an interesting one.
Flight, they have to hold on. They can't let Team Divide get a single point, but they've made the run. And this is so many more hills than I thought this was going to go. And well, they're starting to climb on up. The side of Team Divide, I mean, there's no one really around. There's the players at the top there, but they need to put the pressure on. They need to get on forward. Drugsy now finding one kill. Going to be on the hill, but the nade comes on out, and it's going to be, in the end, Team Divide. They come out on top, but oh boy, was it so very close.
Oh, man, that's going to be something you want back if you're Noah Flight. That rally was so good, but they just couldn't pull it through. That last P5, I think they were within 4 of Team Devise there. They were so close. I kind of wanted it at that point. It gets to a point where I kind of want to see it happen. That's a great first map, though. Like 250, I believe, to 239 was the final score. So it's going to be Team Devise taking map 1, and we'll be moving on to actually, no, we're moving on to but like I said, it was another great map all around. I definitely think that Noah Flight is going to need some help on the slaying front. That seemed to be the kind of killer, if you will, that Team Devise just had the whole way. I mean, I talked about it right in the beginning. For the whole first half, it seemed like there was not a single red name on the left side of that kill feed. And it was only toward the end where we started to see Reality pick up the pace with that AR and a couple of his other teammates there to follow. But they're going to have to do that a lot earlier if they have any chance of bringing the series back.
Yeah, it was so very. I honestly thought Noah Flight was going to take that on the P1, but those contests, I thought they had the opportunity, but there was such a long contest. But with that, I believe we're going to be heading it over to the analysts now to sort of really dissect that map and see what's up with how that map went down and maybe how things could have been different.
All right, Paul, we saw that first map. Definitely very close first map. I think the scoreline was just, within like 20 points. We saw at the end right there, I believe it was one of the players on Devise. They tried to get in there at the very end, trying to save the scoreboard. But, just tell me, what did you think about that first map?
I think that first map was really the tale of 2 rotations. Like the entire first rotation, it was just completely one-sided for Team Devise. They had every money hill rotation, like they were getting all the kills. Stunna Go was on a 10 kill streak at one point. And then the entire second rotation, Nola Flights started to, wake up, start shooting the guns, turn the monitors on. And, they brought it back, and towards the end it was getting a little hairy, but, Devise closed it out.
Yeah, it was definitely getting very mixy towards the end there. We saw a lot of streaks come out of the side of Devise. I think we saw Stunago get fully streaked out, Reality get fully streaked out. With all the streaks they got, you would expect the game to be a bit more of a difference in score with all the streaks. But what do you think? Do you think they just weren't using the streaks correctly enough, or what do you think?
Yeah, usually when you get streaks like that and you're up, you have such a good lead and you have so many kills over the other team and streaks and stuff. Like you start to like use them at like improper times, and you kind of just throw your streaks and start throwing your lead a little bit. But I mean, they ended up closing it out. But I would expect them to have close it out a little earlier than that.
Yeah, definitely. And loading up into this search and destroy, who do you have taken up?
Probably Team Devise, to be honest.
Team
They
Devise.
look all around better.
All right, and you guys heard it there from our analyst Tish. We're gonna send it over to a very quick, short break as these teams get ready for map 2. Thank you very much.
Wasting no time, we are loaded back up into this one. So we saw Team Devise take map 1 in this series against Nola Flight, and now we got Bocage Search and Destroy coming up next.
Yeah, definitely should be an interesting map. This one definitely is one where you just kind of you either wait and push, or you just flat out push the site. Like those are really the two strategies. I'm sure there's a lot more into it, but that from my perspective, that seems to be the general gist of how this map goes.
Kind of stun to start this one out. Those are trying to find that first kill. They're just gonna kind of play this nice and slow. Team Devise not gonna push on up. Secret's gonna find that first blood alongside Eons. Gonna kind of wait. The bomb is dropped now. 4v2 here for Nola Flight.
Yeah, now it's Devise down to Reality and Druxy. Try and make this push happen. Try and get something going, and well, no, not quite. It's gonna be Nola Flight that come out on top in that first round. A good defensive win for them to start. And well, with that, a good little bounce back, I think, from that map 1. And both teams certainly should be heated.
Yeah, so I think we got colors flipped up again, but we're all
Okay,
good.
never mind about that. Scratch everything I just said.
Yeah. The Team Devise getting on the board once again. Yeah, so Team Devise are going to take map 1 again, round 1. So continuing their dominance over from map 1. And now they have an attacking round to work with here. Let's see what they decide to do. I think it's going to be an A push once again. And usually the popular site on this map for sure. So it looks like it's going to be Nola Flight. Just going to kind of be a little bit staggered. You're going to keep an eye on that B side, but also kind of keep control of Grandma's house. Make sure no one's breaking in and entering.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only time that you really see a B hit is sort of like when they're at A and they don't feel comfortable. They tend to rotate it after B. B is always sort of that second, like, all right, guys, let's just kind of switch it up. We're a minute into this round. Let's maybe go somewhere else. But right now, things are very, very quiet on the field as both teams, I think, just kind of just sitting tight, waiting for a team to peak, waiting for some information, but nothing really being gained as of right now.
Rotation over to B coming in from Team Devise. They have just the bomb carrier Secret just about to go into the lion's den here. Not a single other teammate alongside him at the moment. Now they start to group up a little bit. Stunna could be hanging around by the stairs. 30 seconds to go. So this is about to be a bloodbath inside of this 8 point. Team Devise gets in there. Stunna's going to find that first blood. Stunna's going to look for the second, and it does find it. 3v2 here for Team Devise.
Now Stunago might see one. Oh, yes. No, not quite. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the kill. But now Eons, he's going to be getting that bomb down. Maybe not. No, but the time is running on out. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. And Eons, he finds one. Going to be one more round to his right. It's a 1v1 now. It's going to be Druxy versus Eons. And, well, there's no more time. Both players will not be finding each other. And with that, it's going to be Nola Flight taking that round. A nice little response.
Nola Flight evening up the score, and this is what they needed, right? They need to keep it close, as close as they possibly can. Don't want to let what happened last time in that map 1, let the game get too out of hand before finally turning it up and starting to show off their true skills. So keep it close, keep it nice and tight. It's certainly the map to do it. I mean, this map specifically is always a toss-up. Everybody knows that at this point.
Yeah, it's really just a big back and forth for this map, pretty much through and through throughout the entirety of its basically its existence, which has not been that long, but nonetheless, like that is definitely how things shape up to be. But it's looking like a little bit of a B hit. Side of Nola Flight might be coming on in though. Grannies right now still going to be infested by Team Devise.
Those are going to find that first blood outside of the riverside there. So Lightning's going to back it up with the bomb, make sure he doesn't get picked off himself. But Blue Mafia coming in. Going to find one. He can find two. No Secret's going to put an end to that one. So 3v2 here for Team Devise. We continue to just kind of hold down Grandma's house. But look at that peek there out of Lightning. Going to take Secret out of the equation. And we see Bojalicious here is going to be flanking around here. Playing it nice and slowly, though. But he's actually going to get behind Noah Flight once he gets on through. Which might be some trouble for them if they don't get this bomb down A quickly.
Yeah, once again, the time ticking on down. B, the bomb. Sort of working its way around in the back a little bit, but Reality, tempting fate here, does shoulder a little bit, does get the eye line, does get tagged a little bit, but able to get away. And now, just like that, you see some movement. Everyone's starting to move around.
I
And
love this.
it looks like this B site might be the way to go for the plant. Reality, there's one in the back, but can you find him, or will he find you?
He's going to come up from above. Is going to find Lightning. The bomb does go down, though, so it's going to be Reality in a 1v2, and he starts it off strong. Finds that first kill. 35 seconds left to defend this bomb. He's going to be looking for Boja towards the back. Boja's playing nice and patient, but gets the peek, and Reality is going to clutch that one up. 1v2. Nola Flight going to answer it right back. It's 2-1.
Yeah, Reality just absolutely kind of putting them down there. A good set of kills there. You know, the snaps, the shots, all on point for him, and a nice clutch there. And that puts, Nola in a 2-1 situation. They have this lead so far. So for them, if they can just keep this sort of back and forth going with them in the lead, they should be in an all right spot.
Going to keep their foot on the pedal, though. Don't want to let Team Devise get any type of room to maneuver whatsoever. Reality going to look for this initial pick. Across the way. It looks like he might get a couple of shots on the stun and go, but he stays alive for right now. He's going to try to finish him off with a knee, but it's probably not going to find him. So another slow start here on Bocage. It's funny how much this map slows down on Search and Destroy compared to what we see at a Hardpoint.
Yeah, it really is. Well, I mean, I think it's just because it's so small and everyone's like, I don't want to give them anything. You know, I don't want to give myself away. And well, just like that, a nice first blood goes the way of Noah Flight. Boja taking off the map right now, and now a 3v4, and it's not a great situation when you're on the attacking side to have the number disadvantage.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a lot of the difference in this map specifically. It's not really going to be about bomb site plays. It's going to be about getting the kills at the right time, and getting two before even laying down one is going to be a good start if you're Noah Flight. Lightning finally getting taken care of there, so it's going to be Eons and Secret who are going to try to break this one through. But Reality has something to say about it. Reality continuing to show up and show out. Noah Flight continuing the streak. They're up 3-1.
Yeah, starting to pull ahead a little bit. That's good for them. Reality getting those last two final picks, and I don't know if that puts him on streak. It's at least 4. I don't know if he picked up anything beforehand, but you know, a glide, if you can get it, certainly a little bit of a game changer here. And no, he's going to be at a 4, so no glide quite yet. But you know what? You're right there. You're so very close. Just play your life, find that last pick, and well, then you have certainly a nice little toy to play with in your back pocket.
Going to be Noah Flight again. Just going to kind of play it over P2 side, moving up towards A. Nice and slow. Team Devise gather for T inside of Grandma's house. Just going to kind of wait this one out. First kill goes in favor of Noah Flight. They get the push on through. Reality's currently sits at a 5 streak as Lightning just going to hang on to the bomb site. Going to get stunned. We're going to hang out. But Secret has come to say he's got 2 kills. Is going to get taken out, though. It's going to be all up to Eons here for Team Devise in a 1v2 scenario. Try to just keep this bomb defense. He has an advantage, though. He's able to keep this bomb down, but no. It's going to be Druxy picking it right back up and should be looking for the plane here unless Eons catches him here. He's got to get up there if he looks to get in there, but he's going to get picked up from behind. Doesn't see the player on the God tank there. So it's going to be Noah Flight. Continuing to go on. It's 4-1.
Yeah, so I think Reality, that's full streaks now, I believe. That's 6. So for him, you know, you're up in the S&D so far, what, 4-1? You have streaks in your back pocket. Everything is going right for the side of Noah Flight right now. They are on track to tie this series on up if they keep going the way they have been playing. And we'll have to see at some point if Team Devise can sort of pick it up, start to get some momentum shift going for themselves.
Team Devise is to look for some type of answer, and they got to figure that out now. Another A push in their future right now. Going to keep pushing on up. Another slow play. I mean, we're kind of seeing a lot of the same formations across the board. Nothing spectacular happening at the moment. It's going to be just about who's finding that first blood. It looks like Eons has a mission to do so. Going to be checking up top. Some shots going down. There goes Team Devise on the push. Let's see if they have something to say about this. Stunna going to try to hang down. And Boja's actually going to find that first blood. Eon's there with a follow-up as well. So it's going to be a 4v2 scenario and going to be an easy bomb plant onto A. So the break does come through. The clock going in favor of Team Devise with 45 seconds. Stunna going to try to force out the last two members of Noah Flight. It looks like they're going to do so. It's going to be all up to Reality. I mean, if you want somebody in a 1v4, it might as well be Reality. He starts it off hot, finds one.
You know, that breaks his way out, pushing towards barn right now. The other player's just going to be chilling around inside the house. And, well, I mean, Reality, you got to get the defuse. There are 20 seconds left on the clock. I don't think this is really doable at this point. The time just ticking on down. Reality, just at this point, just chilling. Not giving the side of Team Devise anything. Not giving them any goodbye presents, really.
He's going to hang out in the back and just make sure he doesn't get killed. Make sure no one starts any type of streak here. It's a good thought out of Reality. You know, it's a smart play at the end of the day, but we get a forced swing round there after that Team Devise win. 4-2. Team Devise still has a lot of hill to climb.
Yeah, they still have a little bit of ways to go, but I mean, if the first map was any indication, is that certainly the comeback dream, it can be there, though not necessarily easily achieved. It wasn't achieved in the hard point, but it got very, very close. Certainly, things can definitely slant sideways for one side or the other, just like that. Like, it just takes a little bit of effort, some good gunfights, some slight adjustments. Well, they could be on track, but for right now, it is Noah Flight still in that lead. They are still looking good. They're going to be set up around. Though now, the B site hit looks to be the main objective.
And that's going to be trouble there for Team Devise, but somehow doesn't find the kill. The player towards the back there. Not sure why, but at least the information goes in favor of Noah Flight. So the streak continues for Reality. He's on a 7 streak right now. They're currently sitting at 7-2. Seeker finds 2. But Reality and Druxy still up here now. Even score. Bomb still planted over at B site. And Boja thinking about a hard flank here, as his teammate Stunna is just going to work that tree side. The first kill on this exchange is going to be pretty important here, and Stunna's not going to be the one to do it. He's actually going to be the one to go down by Druxy, so Boja going to look to try to split the difference here. He's going to look for one and does find it. Looking for one more player, going to hop on the bomb. Can he time this right with Druxy? Looks like he might. Druxy got a peek around the corner, gets the kill, and I don't think he got it.
No, I don't think that was enough time. I
Not enough time, he realizes.
Second too late for him, unfortunately. Just, you know, a second earlier of that push and a kill, and well, that would have been a nice defuse, but unfortunately it is not. It's gonna be Noah Flight now 5-2 in the S&D. They have taken this driver's seat. You know, they've stepping that pedal to the metal there, and they are really not looking back at the moment.
Game point here for Noah Flight. Reality finally goes down. Does have one more streak in his back pocket. It's going to be that strafe run that he can use if he so chooses. But at the moment, it doesn't even seem like he needs it. They've just been on a tear, not letting Team Devise get any ground whatsoever. And now they have a defensive round. It's easily winnable here. First kill is going in favor. It's going to be a trade. And I think Team Devise is going to be wise on this one and going to back out of this A push and just kind of reevaluate and regroup before making this next play.
Yeah, they know it's a 3v3. They know Noah Flight can take a win. It's all about getting these kills. And well, there you go. Boja will be getting that kill. Now turns it down to a 3v2 situation, but both players on the side of Noah Flight, they're spread out across the map. So really, it's like a 1v3 situation. Reality all alone, and now it's going to be down to Druxy. And the clutch, the 1v2.
Druxy, 1v2. He's going to wait. He knows it's got to be an A push, and he's going to find that first one. It's going to be Boja. He's going to back it up over towards Hut, but I think Ian has a clue, and he does. He's going to go on through Hut and find that kill. Team Devise staying alive in this one, 5-3.
Yeah, holding on by a string at the moment. They're just trying to bring it back. They got 3 more rounds to go. It's not over yet, but still that danger looming overhead.
He's looming indeed. They have to win the next 3 to bring this map in their favor. I mean, this is a different Noah Flight than what we saw out of that hard point. They got a lot of the slaying power here early and kept it going, never really let up at all. That's definitely showing. So slaying power continuing to be the key factor here in this map, in this series. So now another slow push once again coming here out of Noah Flights. Try to push this one away here. Nate's coming on through and see what they can find. Nothing yet. But now going into kitchen here. Look for Blue Muffin, though. Look at this flank. He might be able to find this player onto the tank. It looks like he'll be getting an easy kill there, and he does. He's going to find Stun and Go. Grab that AR as well. He's going to look up top, look for Seeker, but Seeker wisely backing off. Go look for Boja, but Boja's going to get those shots down and take him out. So Team Devise, 3v2 scenario, make it 3v1 as Druxy finds himself alone. He's going to rotate up. Bomb was planted, so 30 seconds on the clock. Gonna make sure Zig has nothing to worry about, but it has a lot to worry about. It's gonna be an easy clear out here for Team Devise. They're gonna get the defuse, and they're gonna make this one interesting.
Yeah, now they've gotten this S&D a lot more under control. They're not completely and totally under control, but now it's 5-4. This becomes a situation where it just needs to win this next round, and well, then you find yourselves in a round 11 one. If you reach there, well, sometimes it can be anyone's game.
Anyone's game indeed. I mean, 5-4, man. I mean, that's a closer round than I think people realize. Could be looking at a round 11 here on the Search and Destroy, which, you know what? That's a perfect start to this stream here today. If we end up getting a round 11, but I'm sure Noah Flights really trying to avoid that one at the moment.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't think they want to see that round 11, especially with the lead they've had. Honestly, certainly, I think some of their momentum definitely has been stopped. We'll have to see how this one ends up playing on out. It's going to be the side of Team Devise looking for that A hit. That bomb carrier is so very close, sort of chilling around Zig. I don't know if he's actually... Oh, it is kind of is what it is. But Blue Muffin, chin around this back. The bomb, I think it's working its way onto a plan? I don't know. Secret, yeah, there you go. Making an entrance and tagging his teammate. A little bit of a hello there. How's it going, man?
Lightning gonna follow up with that tag 3v2 here for Noah Flight. Now Stun and Go gonna be the last one alive to try to keep this map up and bring us to a round 11. And I don't know, man, that's gonna be a tall order to try to fill. He's running out of time as well. He's gonna go all the way to this bomb and get it down, or try to clear out the rest of the squad. But man, I don't know what the analytics are for what the types of chances he has here, but I'm assuming they're astronomical odds at the moment.
Also, maybe don't shoot your teammates.
maybe not. I mean, that's something you might want to consider.
I don't think that helped at all in that scenario. The shots were fired, and well, yeah, it kind of fell apart. I think after they made that break.
Easy break, and it's gonna be Noah Flight evening up the series, winning that search 6-4. So a couple of close maps to start out this series. So we're gonna be in for an interesting one for the rest of this. We're guaranteed at least a map 4. So it's gonna be anybody's series still, man.
It's so very close. I think, especially after that hard point, I think you're seeing Noah Flight being completely or mostly warmed up at this point. By the end of it, we saw they got heated. They brought it really, really close. And all of these teams overall, they're both, I think, evenly matched at the moment for what they're showing. Though I would have to give the advantage so far to Team Devise with some of the respawn stuff. But certainly Noah Flight looking pretty good in that S&D, though got a little bit shaky and worrisome in the end.
My player to watch right now is Reality, though. I feel like he started to get hot toward the second half of that first hard point and then continued on. He had a 7 streak in that Search and Destroy. And I just think he's going to be the key piece to Noah Flight bringing this one back for sure. They have a lot of hope left in this series. They're not even close to done. But let's get a little deeper here. Why don't we go on over to our analyst desk and see what they thought about that map.
Yes, thank you very much, Robert. Coming off of that second map, we were able to see Nola were able to tie up the series 1-1. Paul, tell me, who definitely caught your attention in that map?
It was another really good showing from Reality. He had probably the best performance out of his team in the hardpoint loss first map, and he had a really good map again, map 2, 7 kill streak, getting streaks for his team. Streaks do a lot in S&D. Get a lot of information out of that.
Yeah, definitely. Reality was he was on a tear. I think he went on a 7 or 8 kill streak at one point. I think he only got the glide. I'm not sure if he was able to call in his second streak or if he even got it. But I also want to highlight Frex. I did see him a couple times getting those first bloods and really just opening up the map for his teammates. On the side of Devise, it did seem like some of them were getting singled out. A lot of the times you saw one player left alone in a 1v3, 1v4, or whatnot. And when you're just constantly being left in those situations over and over again, it's really hard to get anything going.
Yeah, definitely hard to get things going, especially when you're man down in almost every one of these rounds, aside from a few of them. But Yeah, search and destroy is pretty unwinnable if you're constantly at a man disadvantage
Yeah,
early in the round.
definitely for sure. So heading on to this control, Paul, who do you think takes it?
I mean, I have no idea. I mean, the team I predicted to win the S&D just didn't win the S&D, and that's probably why I'm not a real analyst. But I have honestly, I still gotta go with Team Devise, honestly, for the control. I'm sorry, Noah Flight, sorry Keat. You know, I just gotta go with my gut.
I think if Paul's going with Team Devise, I gotta go with Nola Flight. I'm really rooting for my boy Reality. Reality's on Devise. Never mind. I'm still gonna go with Nola Flight. I'm hoping Druxy and Frex could pull out a big one. Like we said, map one was really close, so these teams seem pretty matched up. And when it comes to the respawn game modes, we're gonna take a short little break until these teams get situated, and we'll be right back with map 3.
And welcome back. We got Gavin 2 control here, and I just realized something. I think this is the first control that I've casted this year so far. It's been mainly hardpoint and search because everyone was refusing to play control for a little while, but looks like we got it back.
Yeah, for me, this is the first time that I've seen a Gabudu control.
Oh man,
I've been seeing a little bit of Tuscan, but then again, not a whole lot of control. It is definitely a little bit of a new remote. People are still getting used to playing it, getting used to the flow of how things end up being. But I mean, we'll have to see how this one plays on out. Right now, it does look like the side of Team Devise is going to be holding down the line, going to be holding back Noah Flight for quite a while.
get back. Elijah's just about even though. But progress being made over on that B site as Null Flight is hanging on. Get that first tick and look for the second. And start to move on up. Gonna move on up, and now the contest coming on in from Seeker. Gonna look for that kill. Blue Muffin as well. Gonna be up top. It's gonna be Frex with that AR. Starting to keep everybody back, and now they're starting to clear this one out here. So Team Devise not letting that one go quite yet. So only one tick on that B site. But another push is in order here.
Yeah, a nice little pick there. Maybe looking to add some support in the mid for the rest of the team. But right now, it's going to be Son of Goat on the top boat. Will get taken care of. Will go down. Now it's going to be Noah Flight on the advance once again. Going for that A zone right now. Trying to get that tick, the first one. And well, they can work that second and possibly the third. But it's all on Team Devise. Do they have a response right now? It does look like there is going to be a little bit of a heated gunfight going there. And well, on the other end, the B side still definitely something to watch out for if you're the side of Team Devise as well.
A site now getting stacked up on at the moment, as well as the B site. So a bit of a split push here coming out in all flight. It's going to put Team Devise in a bit of a panic here. They're going to have to clear them both out. Going to be Frex here, trying to stay alive, and he actually gets the kill. He gets a little bit of help and a lightning from the top rope. So 2 ticks going down, and now here comes the streak. Going to be the glide bomb. Should be able to help out over towards the B site, and it does. It opens up a big lane here for Reality, who has a clear push. He's going to have to get rid of Boja towards the back. But ultimately, this is going to be a great play here of Null Flight if they hang on.
I think Reality is chilling right now. I don't know if he knows there's a player, but now he does. The contest is there, and while Boja, he loses it. Reality, a good gunfight win, and well, this B site almost locked on. Down number 7 at the top. Possibility to make a big play to prevent it, but it's not there, and B is going to be locked on. Down now, it's going to be down to the A site, as they're at 1.5 so far.
Now looking over towards A, there's about a minute on the clock. Live starting to dwindle into single digits. As you see, Team Devise going to be the first one on that train. Going to be Frex finding one. Is going to immediately hop on this point. Going to put some pressure now onto Team Devise. They do have one player still up. There's going to be Seeker, who's now going to go for this chow. But Frex going to be ready for it. No, Seeker's going to win that one. Just eat those bullets and spit them right back out. All of a sudden, the lives lead flip. You saw 4 go down for Team Devise. And that's going to put them as much in the lead here. But now no lives remaining here for the whole flight.
So definitely a change situation though. Reality is up and about. They might get attacked from the right while he goes down, and now down to the 2 last players on the side of Noah Flight trying to get these picks. Can't quite get picked away. It's down to a 1v5 situation. And well, there you go. It gets shut down. Devise taking that first round. Their defense holding on strong in the end though. Things definitely a lot closer.
A lot closer. I mean, it was just kind of back and forth the whole way. Every push seemed to kind of get pushed back a little bit. Just finally became a couple of over-the-top kills. Whoever, I think it was Reality, and I think Lightning did the same thing at 1.2. They both were able to get that P1 control while they were trying to capture B, and it really just hurt Team Device's chance of trying to get that reclamation back and try to get that point back. They just were able to hold it down on the Overwatch there, and I think it was ultimately what were able to open up that spot.
Yeah, they had the high ground, as one would
Yeah,
say there. And well, now it's gonna be the team Devise gonna be pushing on in as they take on the offensive round. Their A push so far, they're gonna be trying to get that first tick down. I can't really quite tell. I think they got it, but now the second not gonna be there quite yet. There's gonna be Noah Flight pushing them back a little bit, but you know what? It's control. You get a second and a third, maybe fifth, fourth, whatever. You get a few waves going, but Blue Muffin there, a nice piece.
Nice two pieces started off. A little bit of a back and forth. Already a bit of a 5 spree. 16-6 for Frex. Apparently we found his map. He's been kind of silent through the first two, but now really starting to pick it up here for Noah Flight. That's exactly what they're going to need. Jesus, are you kidding me? Yeah, and you got to let him know about that one. You got to let him know. You got to go back in that VOD and watch that back. What a big reach out of him. 17-7 before ultimately getting taken down there by Eons, who's starting to fry himself.
Yeah, Frex really a good wave kills. Hat streaks now. Has the glide, has the strafe run, but overall, I mean, lives, there's still not a huge impact in terms of difference at the moment, though that is starting to change a little bit as things start to drag on out. Right now, it is going to be under 30 seconds. They miss out a team Devise. They got to get some time. They got to get a tick going, a second one as well as the Oh no, never mind. They didn't get that tick. I thought they got the A tick, but apparently it was just a second too late.
Yeah, about, I don't know, maybe a third of it left. Noah Flight can use their streaks and try to keep this in their control here. Lodges about even 11 seconds, though. So not much time to work with here. If you're Noah Flight, or I'm sorry, if you're Team Devise, got to make the push, but I don't think anyone is going to be near enough. So it's going to be Noah Flight answering right back with a quick defensive win on their own. It's going to be 1-1 here on this Gavin 2 control.
And we're sort of batting it back and forth here as now we see both sides taking their first defensive side victories, and I think we're looking for a little bit of an offense win if we're looking for someone to really drag ahead, really gain an advantage, because this map, what I'm seeing generally, is just all very much in favor of the defense side.
Yeah, but I mean, this map is extremely defense heavy. I mean, how big this map is and how spread out these points are. I mean, it's all about the ARs on this map, and you have to get those lucky breaks. We were talking about the kind of overwatching the high ground, if you will, over on that P1 side over towards B. I mean, if you're able to hold that down, that's going to be your best bet, but notice how you can't really win off of just sub power alone. You need these ARs to do a lot of their jobs if you have any chance of bringing this map back on offense. And it looks like Noah Flight are going to start that off here with a A-side push.
Going for that A-side push. Druxy still at the top. He sees one, but it's going to be a team Devise, a good wave of kills. They're going to be holding back. Stun a goat there. A nice kill. With that, sending Noah Flight back to their spawn. And, well, Team Devise looking to get a little bit of a setup going for themselves.
Get rid of the setup, making sure Noah Flight doesn't get anywhere near. It looks like the spawn trap is in place. This is trouble for Noah Flight. They finally break on through as they take that kill onto Eons, but Boja is still there. But it's not really going to be able to find much as Noah Flight decided to go through the beach side, so going to avoid the rest of that trap. That was going to be terrible if they weren't able to get to that one quick.
Yeah, but now the streaks come out on the field. Lightning will find some goat on that hill, though Eons trying to push on up, prevent the side of Noah Flight from coming on in. But there you go, Frex, a good pick. Trying to hop on into the hill. Some tags are there, and it's secret with two. Noah Flight, they're running out of time. They got to make something happen, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. I think the time is wearing on down. Just too much has faded away.
Yeah, a little too much. 3 seconds is going to hold down the fort, try to get a couple of kills, get their streaks up a little bit here, but it is going to be Team Devise making it 2-1 and bringing us to map point.
Yeah, Noah Flight going to look to respond with a nice defensive win, which I'm expecting them to get. But if not, I don't know who would get their round 5 advantage right now. I think, well, I mean, I guess Frex is really the big player on the side of Noah Flight, but I don't really know exactly how much that impacts in terms of the kills for the switching of the round 5, but we'll have to see how things end after this round.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and find out, but let's, in the meantime, see if Team Devise can close it out with the attacking side. I mean, they have a lot of work to do so. But like I said, we've seen weird things around here. They are on A side. It's going to be secret. Going to be controlling this first tick. He's got a little bit of help around the outside, but no one on the inside at the moment. It's going to be just him, so he's going to have to hold it down. He finds Druxy. He's going to be looking for the second player. Gets a peek, but is going to get taken out before he's able to do anything about it. Eon's hopping around in afterwards, but that's just kind of a foolish endeavor as he gets picked off by everybody else of Noah Flight, who was pitched up on the inside. So far, nothing really of value yet. Lives are in favor of Noah Flight to start this out.
Yeah, looking to return the favor from last round a little bit. They don't quite have that strong spawn trap setup going for themselves at the moment, but they're pretty close. They have a nice coverage of the map so far. Team Divide, I think they really need to find like an opening 2-3 picks in order to really make some progress. Druxy does find one. He's gonna back away, knows their players around there, and well, yeah, Team Devise, they're really very much trapped in that back. With Lightning, a good kill goes his way as well.
Spawn trap now in place for Team Devise. They're stuck kind of in the back, and Lightning's making sure that they're all taken care of, not letting them get any room. You see all sides of the map covered. Druxy picks up too. Man, this is tough. Your Team Devise literally cannot get out of spawn. The setup here from Noah Flight is just gorgeous. There is nowhere to go. Druxy still continuing to pick them up. Sees a couple, can't quite find the kill, and now a lane opens. So Noah Flight, I'm sorry, Team Devise gonna hop onto this A site. Reality might try to prevent them having, but that's gonna be 4 down.
Yeah, well, just like that, Team Divide, pretty much the final few seconds, able to make some progress. The life count is not in their favor. It wasted so much to get to this point and so much time as well, but they were able to get that first, second, and now the third pick, and without another minute of play now on the clock, the lives right now 18-12. Noah Flight with that advantage. They just have to hold down this B site. They can't really allow the side Team Divide to push on up.
So the A side is grabbed, 50 seconds on the clock. Not much time to work with. Only a couple of pushes they could probably coordinate here. Secret's going to open it up, though. So now, once again, opening up a side of the map to work with here. They push over through green. Streak's starting to get used. Kills actually going in their favor, so they do have a shot. They see Secret getting real aggressive. He's going to push over towards the back. Try to look for a player, but the COD timing doesn't let him see Reality. Reality going to make him pay for that one. And now the full-on spawn, but look what number 4 on your minimap is. That's Lightning. He might be coming in from the back. He might be trouble here for Team Devise. Can he find a couple of kills? He's going to use that strafe run here. Let's see if he's able to clear it out. 24 on the clock. Lives now even. One player on the point, eating at that time, gets the first tick. A lot more COD to play here.
Bringing it on back. The first tick is there. 24 seconds left. They're on that hill. They're just going to be trying to get that second tick, but more streaks are there. Druxy, a massive 3, though one of them includes his team. Sorry, man. Right, there's 4. Everyone's using streaks, apparently. That's double glide on the field there. And well, with that, Noah Flight investing a lot to secure this win if they can.
Look at Secret. He was basically hiding in plain sight. He's going to try to catch up with Reality. He can't quite find him, though. And the turnaround, man, that's got to be trouble for Secret. He was laying there for such a long time. Tried to find Reality, but I guess Reality just juked him out and was able to get the kill. But we got ourselves a round 5 as Noah Flight were able to take that one back.
Yeah, they were able to take that one back, but they also invested a lot of streaks as well. Like, we saw some glide, we saw some strafe run. I don't even know if they have a single streak left in their back pocket there. I don't know if Team Devise has any. Though at this point either, because it definitely was looking like, I believe the side of Noah Flight, like they were getting a majority of some of the streaks sort of in that the round 2, so to speak, and a little bit in that the round 4 as well.
So attacking side does go in favor of Team Devise. Stun is going to find that first kill. I mean, that's probably not the coin toss you wanted if you're a Team Devise. Like I said, I'm not totally I'm not really sure what it's totally based on. Like I said, it's my first control map that I'm actually able to observe and cast. So not really sure what the deal was. We'll talk about it later on. Secret's going to hop onto this B site, try to get the break on through. They're actually attacking this B site first and they're actually winning it too. So that's going to be a good couple of kills there out of Eon's. Reality trying to get that bang on through. Actually didn't know you could shoot through that. Eon gets a couple bullets in him, but Vo's just going to be there to pick up the pieces. This should be a first tick in favor of Team Devise.
Yeah, and Devise, I mean, really just flipping it up, because I don't think we've seen a single, maybe the first round we saw a B hit at the start, though I don't really exactly remember. Oja, a good kill there. Eon watching overhead, and it's going to be Noah Flight. They're going to have to be forced to respond to try and get these kill. Reality, he's going for this challenge, picked up the MP40, gets the kill. Noah just about saved the second tick from coming on through for the side. Noah Flight, that's a big gunfight win, preventing that B from getting that second tick.
essentially means they had nothing. I mean, they were able to get one take, but I mean, the struggle they had to go through just to get that and not secure the second one kind of puts Team Device in a bad position. There's 40 seconds on the clock, so now all focus over towards Alpha to try to make some more progress here. There's one player for Nola Flight over there. It's going to be Lightning over to the back. He's going to be trying to protect that top ship, and he does. He finds that first kill into Stunning Go. Going to try to find the second, but Eon's going to be just a little bit quicker on that one. First tick on A. Grabbed here for Team Device.
Yeah, now there's a whole bunch of players from the side of Team Device around this point. They know they need to get this. They know they need to get this objective secured, and that second tick should be coming on through, and now working their way onto the third is going to be the side of Noah Flight. They need to break on in, and well, unfortunately, a bad guess there. Didn't quite see the player in the corner on the entrance, but right now both sides fighting it on out. It's all about who comes out on top with all these trades.
Right now, it might be an A capture here. One final contest, but the A point is secured. So Team Device gets a good amount of time on the clock. They have a minute 30. They have the lives advantage, and they do have one tick onto B. So this is probably the best scenario you could possibly think of here on the attacking side. And of course, it comes at around 5.
Yeah, this is the round where it really, really matters who wins, because that is the map victory for either side at the moment. Eon's a nice little kill. Boja, a good kill. Oh, look at this. The Team Device are all working their way around the back. So Go calling out that glide. Will try and find one, is able to do so.
Oh, no, watch Reality.
The rest of the team gets some kills as well. Reality, he's able to find a nice little pick there, trying to sort of ending that last little presence around that backside.
I don't know how that fell apart. I mean, I guess there was a spawn over towards P5 that Team Device weren't really expecting. It didn't turn around to check out, so now the whole push just completely thwarted here. Couple of streaks coming in, and still a couple of players still hanging around Secret. Playing very secretive once again. I mean, we saw it in the last round where he hung out towards the back spawn. Now he's just hiding by this rock, keeping prone, waiting for the reinforcements to arrive before making this push. I think Druxy's waiting for him, and he is. He's going to find him, too. As Frex following up with a kill of his own. Push on to B now. Here we go.
Druxy lingering around this B. Gonna be hopping in, wiping away some of the time. 6 lives to 4. Little Flight, they have to be careful because they can lose if they get completely wiped, though the time is ticking on down. It's a really, really close one right now. It's going to be the side Team Device that needs to make their way onto this B point. They need to make it stop. Druxy's on the hill. The contest is there. Gets one. There's going to be another one to the right. His teammate watches overhead. Reality, a big gunfight win. And just like that, it's going to be the side of Noah Flight. They come out on top.
Noah Flight take the control, but Team Device made it really interesting. We saw all 5 rounds, and it was all defensive wins. There was a close little attack round there on that last one, but ultimately it just couldn't get done. So Noah Flight takes a 2-1 lead into this series, 1 map away from taking this one home. And we're going to go over to our analysts to kind of talk about that one. I mean, Gavin 2 control, guys. Tell me what you guys think.
I mean, it's got to be Frex. I mean, that guy actually just went crazy that whole map. He was going off inside the P1 hill, you know, getting full streaks. You know, the guy was going insane. Also, I got to say, maybe I need to get kicked off the damn analyst desk because that's 2 predictions wrong in a row. You know, I might be the new Tim the Tapman or something. I don't know.
No worries about it there, brother. Yeah, definitely want to highlight Frex. You know, that man was he was a man on a mission. That map, he was an absolute menace for the side of Team Device there. But I also want to highlight Druxy a bit. At one point, I think he was struggling a lot, pushing double negative, almost pushing triple negative. But towards the last round, that he did really pick it up. I think he barely ended up negative. He ended up getting some streaks, going a little bit of a kill streak of his own. You know, so he was really able to step it up for his teams in the later halves of the round. And you know, when you have a teammate who really steps it up, and then you have a teammate like Frex who just doesn't stop, you know, it's going to be really hard to counter that.
Yeah, and I just saw that Frex had 32 non-traded kills out of his 36.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be winning any maps if you're not trading that, man. But
Yeah.
we're going to get this 4th map set up for you guys. We'll be taking a short break until these players get situated. Don't go anywhere.
And welcome back. We're sorry for that tech issue, but the good news is we get even more hard point time than usual because we got a full reset here. So the score is 0-0, nothing carrying over from the last one. So we're going to clean restart here on map 3. Cabin 2 hard point. Team Devise and Noah Flight. Noah Flight going to look to take this one here, home here on this series. It's going to be Team Devise. Going to try to keep the series alive.
Yeah, definitely. Going to be a fresh restart now. It's just a matter of can these guys just come out the same way that they did before. Team Devise now going to be pushing onto the hill. They do get some of this control now as they are going to be taking up some time. There's about 30 seconds on this P1 so far. The Lightning might be here to challenge it. Finding one, trying to go for a second. Gets it. His teammate gets the other kill, and will just like that, Noah Flight make their way onto the hill.
Get the break on through, and you see the kill feed lighting up blue here for Noah Flight. Good start for them. They're going to take this lead and try to get this rotation, but I think Team Devise is going to beat them to it. The AR is going to be stunning up top. And just try to be super, super annoying here. Going to look over, but it looks like Secret just has that mid taken down. So Stunna kind of laid back and taking a day off on this one. Doesn't really need to do much here, but Team Devise do have the rotation. They get first few points.
Got Secret coming up top P1, finding one's going to be another one to his right, sorry, left. And well, there you go. Gets a nice little kill, does get traded. But Eon's onto the hill now. Secret just big kills out of him, really shutting down Noah Flight and forcing them to sort of, I think, step back a little bit, wait for the reinforcements, wait for the teammate to respawn in before they go at it again. Boja on this hill, a good kill, trying to go up against another one, unfortunately switching to the pistol, and well, can't quite get the shots needed to get a kill.
The break coming in from Noah Flight, but Stunna is still up top in the crow's nest, so being really, really annoying. He's going to find Druxy. We're going to try to find other players, but Noah Flight are just going to kind of chalk this up and start to rotate. Stunna going to try to get a couple of shots. Reality going to try to make the better of it. Going to shoot right back and make sure he has that kind of muted as Boja makes a push through P1 to try to reclaim this rotation in favor of Team Devise. But it is going to be Noah Flight that are going to be in good position here. And it's going to be one of those money hills. This is something that they can really use to take a bigger lead and start to put the game back in their favor.
Yeah, they're going to be taking that lead right now, 45 and climbing. There's still 40 seconds or so left on the clock front for this hill. There's going to be a brief contest with the teammates watching overhead. Druxy, all he has to do is just sit tight in the boat, but he gets killed. He gets found out, and well, there you go. Another contest just going to be briefly there, though it is going to be Team Devise with some of this control overhead, but there you go, Lightning from the back. Finding one, finding two. With that, Noah Flight, they reclaim their time.
Good control there out of Noah Flight. They were able to keep it down even though they had the contest. They had enough people hanging out in the spawn to be able to help with that and not let it get too scrappy. So they get a nice lead on this one. It should be about, I would say, 81 to 44 going into the next point here. P4, this dreaded hill, this cursed hill with spawns, is going to go in favor of Team Devise to start it out with. So Noah Flight going to just kind of stack up a beat, try to break these spawns, and ultimately try to get them in their favor before getting this point directly.
Eon's a nice one, get one by the beat. There's going to be another one that challenges the Eons, but nothing quite connecting with that. The information is there, the team is there with some reinforcements. And there you go, Eon shut things down. There's still going to be another one around that beach. I don't think they know. Number 5 sneaking on through. Question is, what kind of impact can you have?
The hold continues here for Team Devise. They hit that 70 mark. Reality gonna make sure he tries to get a final break, but Eon's just gonna win that one. Bit of a warrior mode there for Reality, who's gonna win that fight. Eon gets the push on up with that trade and gets the final bit of time. He's gonna start a 5-3 of his own. Gonna get close to that 100 mark. So look over towards B5. It's gonna get real scrappy here before we start getting some points.
Yeah, look at Eon. He's looking for that final kill for a streak, but Stunna go. I mean, he's already had it. He has the glide. He has the strafe. And, well, I mean, you see Secret as well. 10 and 9, 10 and 2, 11 and 6. Team Devise, the kills definitely are there, unfortunately for them. Some of the time, not quite. It's been Noah Flight with a lot of the hill time, a lot of the positioning, able to really bounce on back and really respond to Team Devise so far within this map. But it's going to be Team Devise that need to break on in onto this hill.
Noah Flight continuing to hold on. Gotta get some of this time as much as they can. The streak's coming in, though, from Team Devise. Boja finding 2 up top, so that's going to break on through. It's going to cause some problems here for Noah Flight. One final push onto this P5 side. Boja got a little bit of help now, but he's going to get picked up there by Druxy. Eon's going to cause some annoyances in the front there, but he's going to get taken out as well. But Stunna going to try to find a second one. Can't quite find it. He's going to stay down as Druxy tries to get the reach out. And just keeping him off the time for right now is going to hit that 100 mark for Team Devise. And rotation also in favor of Team Red, that'll be Team Devised. So they should be ready to go here. They have a chance to rally this back up.
Yeah, the second set of rotations are going to come on in, and it's about a 10-point gap or so. Secret is just going to be chilling by the rock, kind of doing what he does best, which is chilling around corners and really just making the moves when they really need to be made. Finding another on a 4 streak right now. Going to be looking for that glide. I think the rest of the team almost has glide strafing runs, but Secret about to join the club. He finds the glide, looking for that strafing run though. And for the side of Noah Flay, they have not been able to really make a lot of progress onto this P1 so far.
Eon's doing the same thing. 18-8 has a 5 streak and look for the second streak here, but is not going to be able to get it as Reality finally going to be able to take him out. But look at the score right now. Team Devise about to hit 150. Noah Flay finally gets a break on through, but it's not lasting too long unless Reality has something to say about it. He's going to have to 1v1 Eons here for the rest of the scrap time. Eon's just going to keep on the contest. He's going to hold on to some point time as well. Reality looked up top, and he's going to win that one, so that's going to be 3 dead for Team Devise, so no flight now. But the rest of that scrap time also get into the rotation here for P2. They're going to have it and start to bring this one back because Team Device's lead got pretty dominant for a second.
Still definitely there for right now. Noah Flight trying to make up some ground, trying to get some of that points going to them. Druxy at the top, both is going to be one around the rock. I don't really know the cliff. Don't really know honestly what the call there is, but nonetheless, it will go down. Eon's gonna go Secret. All getting some kills, making their way forward. Lightning on that hill, so our last one up will go down. And well, it's gonna be Team Devise claiming some time onto this P2 right now. Under 30 seconds now. Eon's at the top, but maybe finding Lightning as he emerges. And yes, there you go. Gets that kill for right now. Noah Flight. It's really just about holding their ground right now, just keeping the side for rotations.
Yeah, keeping for rotation seems to be key for these teams, and right now it's going to be Noah Flay who are going to be set up for P3. So Team Devise have the work cut out for them. They have a massive lead going into this next point, but keep it on these next 2 hills. These are the hills that are really can be strung together for big gains, and Noah Flight's going to look to do that here. They're going to start off with the P3. Lightning's going to be going on it. Streaks coming down though. Eon's going to find him, so that's going to be a good break here for Team Devise. They can get on through, but remember they still got to flip these spawns out, and that's easier said than done. Secret gonna hop onto this point. Druxy looking for him. Gonna try to get some grenades on him, but he's got some help up top. It's gonna be Eons and Stunna up top trying to help with some of these kills over towards the middle. But Secret decides he's gonna not just play like a rat. He's gonna hop up. He's gonna grab a kill. He's gonna continue to hold this down. But now the contest coming through, and he's still holding it down. Secret not letting this go for anything because he finds a third, and Stunna actually ends up killing him because he thought that he wasn't gonna win that gunfight. So Noah Flight reclaimed this point. But Team Devise are ready for next.
Yeah, Secret really just being that secret weapon, I would say, for the side of Team Devise right now. But overall, most of their players are doing really well. They have streaks, Noah Flight. I mean, they're in a very tricky situation. Team Devise are almost at 200-point mark, like I just said before. Devise, they have streaks that they can use if things get a little bit out of hand, if things get a little bit close. Noah Flight, I don't think they have that same kind of resources that they can use, and they don't have any control over this hill. And this one is a very tough one to break if you don't have those spawns.
Eon's going to be back up top trying to prevent the initial push from the front. He finds 2. That's going to help with that. Bojalicious finds an 8 kill as well. Team Devise actually looking to put this one away right here. Spawn, point, everything set up. But Druxy with a big kill towards the back. Is that going to be able to flip out Team Devise? We're going to have to wait and see. It looks like it might, as the rest of Noah Flay are going to have to push on through. Big gunfight's going to have to happen here for Team Devise, but I don't think they have the right read. But Secret is still on the point. This man is in everyone's face, not letting this one go. He's going to be going around. He might get the jump. He does on Reality. Secret, basically by himself, has cleared out the point and reclaimed the spawns in favor of Team Devise. They can't quite win off of this hill, but they're going to put it within 2 or 1 here.
Yeah, it really just comes down to the side of Team Devise. A nice little break, even a little bit of rotation. Because if you can get a rotation on a hill on this map, it is pretty much game, set, and matched. Because it's so hard for teams to break rotations. So they just need to hold out a little bit. They get the break going for them, and well, for the side of Team Devise, it's just about over, and they get that win.
Well, I would safely say Team Devise, this is their map for sure. I mean, especially on Hardpoint there. I mean, that was just a clinic for them. I mean, Noah Flight had a couple of shining moments there, but for the most part, it was all Team Devise all the time. And I really want to look at Secret, 27-15 with 21 non-traded kills. He was in the Hardpoint all the time, and fights he really shouldn't be winning. A lot of these team pushes that Noah Flight were pulling off there. He shouldn't have won, but he did anyway. And he did it twice. That P3 and P4 specifically helped string together in order to get to that massive lead where it was 248 going into P5. So my MVP there is 100% secret.
Yeah, I'd have to really agree with that. A great map from the side of Team Devise. But with that, let's head it over to the analysts as they break down the map in the series so far.
Thank you very much, TG. Definitely saw a very spicy hard point there. I saw a lot of good things. A player we need to highlight is Secret. That man was he was zooming around the map. He was hitting every single flank I saw, popping 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Can't forget Stun and Goat, especially in the beginning. Really started off hot. Paul, why don't you tell me who stood out the most to you in that map?
I mean, I think almost all of Team Devise. You had Eons, positive 11, Stenago was positive 8, and Secret was positive 12. And I think all of them got streaks. Maybe not all of them, maybe 2 of them. And when you have, 2 sets of full streaks on Gavutu, it's kind of hard to lose the map. The map is just so open, and I don't know, this team is like really good at getting streaks and just not moving and getting a lot of kills in hardpoint, from what I've seen.
Yeah, speaking of players just really posting up, I think every time he was alive, I saw Stun and Go posted up on a power spot, either that or just holding a really, really deep flank, just really cutting the map in half for his teammates, making sure their backs are all covered. And when you have a player like that, he was really just being a menace on the map for the other team, making it a lot harder for them because they can't advance until they take out that player. So definitely love to see the the experience come to play for someone like Stun and Go.
Yeah, I was gonna say as well that guy has cement bricks on his feet. That guy's always posted up in a power spot, which on Gavutu is you want your AR to do that, and that guy seems to always get streaks. So you can't really hate on him for that.
Yeah, he's doing something right. Definitely doing something right. But we're gonna load up into this last map here. Paul, I think you had did you say Nola Flay was gonna win that map?
I had no prediction for
You
that
had no
map,
prediction, okay.
but I'm 0 for 2 right now. But I gotta go with Nola Flight for the game 5.
Alright,
S&D.
and with that being said, I'm gonna go with Devise. I got a Stun and Go. He's probably gonna post up on a heady somewhere for a majority of the map. But let's see what the side of Team Devise can do. That's my pick to take the series. I got Team Devise winning it. Tish has Nola Flight. But we're gonna send it over to a little intermission as these teams are getting ready for map 5.
Map 5 in our first series of this Challengers Cup stream. Team Devise, Nola Flight going the distance on this one. And we're going to have to see how this goes.
Yeah, the S&D Tuscans so far. Team Devise, they took the hard points, both winning it. But it's been the side of Nola Flight taking some of the S&D and the control from before. So for them, they're in a decent spot. I'd say they have some of the advantage, I'd say, with those stat lines going in. But as Team Devise definitely been fighting them out. Definitely have the firepower there.
Sorry, as the quick A plant returns, as I'm sure we will see a lot of in this map. First blood going in favor of Nola Flight, though. Now Stunna finds himself alone. 1v3 scenario here with the bomb planted. I think they're just going to hop this right away. Stunna playing up in this top fire area. 17 seconds on the clock. He's reading this now. Oh, but Lightning going to get the jump. So that's going to be a win there for Nola Flight. Finally able to break on through and are going to get this diffused. So it's going to be 1-0.
Nola Flight taking the first round. I believe they did this. Oh no, sorry, they didn't because teams were flipped before, I believe. So yes, Nola Flight, a nice start for them. They take that first round in the S&D so far. Definitely still a ways to go, but this is the end of the line. Both teams have to really show up.
Yeah, I got to show up indeed. It's going to be a good start. We're going to see a lot of that A push here. I really don't see a lot of B happening. Stuff's going to see it time and time again, especially in the challenger side of things. So it's really just going to be about who gets the kills. So good plans really are not really going to much matter. It's going to be about winning the gunfights when you need to. It could be about winning the ones. It's going to be the weird, scrappy gunfights that are going to happen in a lot of these positions. Trying to get control of some of these buildings as well. Top fire and top church specifically. And look, we're seeing it again. Lightning. Ready on A site once again.
Yeah, the A plant, the most common really plant site to get at. You can sort of get a little bit out of cover, just making sure your teammates have control, at least looking over that midpoint. And now the bomb's going to be down. Team Devise, they're going to be the ones that need to push. They have the man advantage, though. They were able to find that first blood. Secret would be getting that kill. Number 5 now on that long stretch. able to find one reality. We've seen him pop off in an S&D. We want him to do it again in this one.
Gonna be a 1v3 now. Secret is able to, Sun's able to get the trade, but Secret finds another one, so a 1v1 now. Gonna have to defuse the bomb as well. 13 seconds on the clock, gonna hop it immediately. Reality gonna wait, but he might be waiting too long. He's gonna have to turn and look, but he might not get there in time, and he doesn't. So Secret's gonna get that defused. The timing was just a little bit off. So Team Divide is gonna pick that one up and tie it up.
Yeah, and just like that, Reality just a few seconds sooner checking that bomb, able to get there. But it's not going to happen, though. But Reality, I mean, he's still up. He's 4-0 already, off to a hot start. Looking for that glide, possibly within the round 3. Can he get it done? Again, on S&Ds, on maps, certainly a nice thing to have. You can get some intel with positioning. You can get a kill as well with it. It's going to be Frex there with the first blood. The sniper in hand.
Snipers. The snipers are out to play, and Frex has got one of them. Probably not going to find anybody with that to start this off, but the A plant once again. Secret going to get the bomb down, put the clock in control of Team Devise. Frex still has the sniper. We really can't find anybody as the rest of Team Devise have pushed over towards middle side. Secret going to try to cause Mavic and Church, and he does. He finds 2. He finds Reality and Lightning. So 2v2 now is Druxy, and Frex going to have to try to keep the stop here for no fight, but he's going to lose that one and going to just take a nice look at his work as the bomb going to get defused. And no fight going to put it back in their favor, 2-1.
Like an artist looking at his painting once he's finished. You know, just going like, yeah, it's a masterpiece. Look at it.
Yep. Look at the amount of bullets that I put in this man right here. Just look at it. Look at it. And now they're lying on the ground. We get a round win. We're going to carry this momentum into the next round.
Like that guy who splatters paint. I don't forget his name.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
but
called.
I mean, I think right now we're seeing a little bit of a battle with Secret versus Reality. I mean, you also got a Frex there as well. But I mean, Secret, he's at 5-3. The rest of the team for the side Devise, I mean, really haven't been bringing a whole lot to the table so far.
No, none at all. Another quick play onto A. Once again, Lightning going to get it down for Noah Flight. First blood does go on favor of Team Devise, and now we see Frex again with the sniper rifle hanging out over by this fireside on P1. He's going to be looking for Eons, who might just come into view. He sees him that time, a couple shots. Going to look for him on the slide. Can't quite find the kill. I thought he had him there for a second, but he's going to end up getting flanked out of you. Eons going to push on up and rejoin his team here. 1v3 now, Reality. Going to have to look to try to keep this bomb defended, but he's not going to be able to do it. His Secret is going to pick him up, and it's going to be a defuse. So another defensive win. He's going to tie up this game once again, 2-2.
Yeah, back and forth, starting to ensue. A nice change of pace from the last S&D. So that one, I mean, in the end, came up very, very close, but certainly for the side of Devise, a good showing from them. Generally able to go toe-to-toe against Noah Flight and not letting them run away with it.
No, they're not letting anyone get away with anything here. I mean, the Secret's the guy I'm looking at right now who's really not letting anybody get away with anything. Any type of rotation out of the play, like hiding over here towards this site here or over towards middle, he's just picking them up and letting them know that they have nowhere to go, and that is his map to control. So I'm going to keep an eye on him. And I do like what you said before. I like the kind of little bit of rivalry we're kind of seeing here between Secret and Reality. They seem to be kind of getting in each other's way throughout this map, and on something like Search, that's kind of important.
Yeah, I mean, really, they've just become the key players to wipe off, and then it's kind of a toss-up after that, you know, of who can come out on top once you get those players down. But right now, the bomb yet to be planted right now, as it is a 3v4 situation, though ever so slightly. Team Devise inching their way forward. Druxy, though, finds Eons, and well, there you go. Lightning follows up, and now it comes down to a 1v4. Stunna Goat, can he get the clutch?
Show us something. Show us something. He starts off. He finds Lightning. So the call out is going to be at least there. Bomb is dropped over by A-side. He's got a little bit of time to work with, but not much. So he's going to play pretty aggressive here to try to really make this happen. He's going to push over through mid. It's going to be one player away for him at you. It's going to be a Reality. Stunna, I think he's just kind of waiting for everybody to come to him, but he's running out of time. 19 seconds. He still has to kill 3 people or potentially get this bomb down. He's checking everywhere in church. Doesn't know that no one's home at the moment. No one is attending the mass today. And I think he's just going to kind of wait this one out, realizing he doesn't really have much time to work with. So he's going to hide up here. 5 seconds on the clock. So no flight. gonna take this one.
Yep. And once again, back and forth. Now the ball going to be in the court of a team devised to keep this tug of war going. And I mean, no fight still a little bit in that driver's seat, though. Not by much. It just takes a little bit of a slip up, a little bit of a swerve in the road, and all of a sudden things can get a little bit off track. But for right now, they're looking pretty good in this back and forth so far with that advantage going to them.
Let's see if they can kind of grab 2 wins in a row. We haven't seen that happen yet. It's just been back and forth, like you said. So I'm waiting for something crazy to happen, and it might be no flight here on the attacking side again. We look at that A site. He's gonna get the bomb planted on it again. I'm sure it feels pretty used at this point. The amount of times it just gets the bomb, and B is just so lonely over there, all cold by itself. Doesn't even get looked at half the time.
Yeah, probably put ourselves on like repeat at the start of each round with the bomb going down. Eh?
Yeah.
No, just let it keep running.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
I mean, it's repetitive at this point, but we got to keep saying it.
Yeah, now it's a 2v4 situation. Druxy in reality.
Oh,
Eon's gonna go. Oh, there you go, Druxy. He lines up 2, and just like that, a 2v2 situation. But now Druxy's in a tough situation.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What are you doing?
Oh man, that man was stabbing all over the place. What shots out of Druxy? Oh my God, had time on his side, just played up in that top fire position and got the round when we go to the swing round. But Nola Flight up 4-2 after a miraculous play out of Druxy. He gets a glide bomb as a reward. 7-2 for Druxy here on Tuscan Search.
Yeah, Druxy said, "You're putting a lot of attention on reality. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yep. Oh my
Let me show
God.
you what I got in store." Oh, I'm hurt on the inside after that, honestly.
Oh, I heard my throat screaming already, and this is the first series we're on, man. Like, what on earth was that? God. Anyway, the whole flight. Gonna continue to answer with a defensive side. Team device. Just gonna wait over by you, try to get his bomb down A again, secret. Once again, doing what his name implies. Just kind of waiting in these corners, waiting in these hidden spots, playing slow. Just kind of wait for his teammates to find that first blood, I believe. Got some time to work with. 49 seconds. Druxy hanging out up top, though. Keep an eye on him. Like I said, our player of the game for that last round. He's going to look for that final kill, and he finds it for the strafe run. So 6th streak for him as he currently is 8-2. But this bomb now going to get planted on A.
Yeah, it's planted, but it's a 2v3 now. So it's going to be on the side of no flight for the retake, but secret. Gets the bomb down, gets the kill. Eons finds the other now. All of a sudden, this round kind of flipped around a little bit. It turns down to Frex alone in a 1v2 situations. Eons and secret. Can they get these kills? We'll have to find out a little bit, but there you go, just like that. Team Devise, a nice little response. Try not to let this game get a little bit too out of hand. It's still 4-3, but they're still dragging along behind.
So it's going to be Team Devise bringing it back after just getting absolutely annihilated in that last round. So it's going to be 4-3. The old flight's still in control of this one. And they're going to be back on the attack. So they don't want Team Device to try to get any room to breathe here. So remember, streaks. Druxy has 2 of them. He's going to have them in his back pocket. He can use it any time. And we're going to have to see how he plans to use them here. Ace once again. Eon's going to find a first blood here a lot earlier than we're used to. He's actually going to pick off Lightning, but a trade does put this game back even. This is going to be Rex here. Going to try to push up. Bomb is dropped over on the opposite side of you, but Null Flight does have the man advantage for right now. And for right now, I mean the literal last second that I put a period on that sentence before it makes the 2-2. But the bomb should still be able to get put down here as the rest of Team Devise have pushed around towards B, and they might be looking for a back flank here.
Yeah, number 1, number 2 sort of were grouped up a little bit, but Rex, the timing is there,
Oh,
but
no.
the shots aren't.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
Oh
no.
my goodness!
no!
Rex,
Oh,
you can't be
no.
choking that. Although, I mean, if there's something to say with that death, a little bit of a silver lining, have the information saying, hey, they're both here. They've both been playing from the top, but apparently Druxy, that information doesn't matter. He's going to get caught, and just like that, Team Devise tying things on up now 4-4.
That is that's gonna be the round you skip in the VOD review later. You want that one back. Now the game is tied up. Team Devise taking 2 in a row. So still anybody's game. Reminder, map 5 here. So whoever wins this is gonna take home the series. Got a couple more rounds to play. And at this point, it's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, I mean we're getting so close to the end. This game has gone the absolute distance. You want to see that round 11, stretch it out as long as you possibly can, but we'll have to see how these two teams end up facing on up once the pressure. I mean, the pressure's always been there, but now it's that really tense situation where there's not a whole lot of room in terms of to afford mistakes. But Druxy with the glide, fine Boja, though Secret is able to respond, but the trade is there, reality. Avenges his teammate, so now it's gonna be down to a 2v3 situation. It's gonna go. I think he knows that Fresh is in that building.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great play. I mean, so bomb is dropped over by you, and I know Noah Flight knows it because why else is that player going to be there? So it's going to be Eons who's going to try to look to recover this bomb. He does have Stun a Goat to have his help over covering mid, but Noah Flight just playing back and staggered, making sure that no rotation happens here for Team Device just in case. But they're going to know real quickly here this bomb is going to go down to A once again. I think they get the read, so watch Druxy here. He's going to be the first one to get into an engagement. He's going to push on through mid. Or at least try to take a peek here. But look at reality. He might be the one finding Stun a Goat, and he does. Couple shots fired over towards you, Eons. Trying to stay alive here. 1v4. Getting stunned though. They know where he is. It's going to be an easy regain here out of Noah Flight. Who are going to put this one to match point.
Yeah, they're going to be the team that now has an advantage. The opportunity for a win now is on their shoulders. 5-4. One more round. This next round. And it's theirs, but we saw a very similar situation. Not the same road to get here, but I mean the destination is looking like it could be roughly the same. It was 5-4 in the last one. I believe the other one ended in around 11. If I'm not, no, sorry, it ended at 6-4 for the map one, the Bocage. But overall, I mean we're still in a very very similar situation. Devise, they've got to win this round.
Device got to win this round. Keep it right. They got to win the next two to take it home. There are no other options. That's just what you have to do. Noah Flight. Just have to play nice and tight. Don't take risks you don't need to take. Just play your game. Get this bomb down on A again. Put the time in your favor and just take this one home. The world is watching.
Yeah, well, just like that. The first shock is going to be coming on out. We Frex with the blood. So Boja just muzzle stuffs one just directly in the face. Now it turns down to a 3v3. Team Devise knows they need to get this defuse. Secret. There's not going to be no one around you. Everyone from side Noah Flight going to be more around their spawn. Druxy with one, reality with another. Now it comes down to Boja. The snipe is there, but does not connect. Boja. He tries to hold on, tries to play the best that he can, but it's not enough. Noah Flight now closing on out 6-4, and that is also the game.
Noah Flight wins it in 5 maps. They will be moving on. A great series here against Team Device. Every single game except for that map 4 was really, really, really close. Yes. So Noah Flight, yes, GG's to them, and congratulations for moving on. A great series to start off the community stream here today for Challengers Cup 5. We saw some rivalries. We saw some interesting body shooting and art admiration, if you will. Saw a lot of great team plays. Saw a lot of great kill streaks. So, I mean, what more can you ask for out of this first series of the day?
I mean, not much, honestly. I mean, I guess I would say the one thing that you might be able to add is maybe around 11. But other than that, this series had everything else in it. And I honestly, I want to see a rematch. Can we get this match played again? Please?
Oh, I'm down.
Like,
yeah, I'm down to play this again.
You know what? Double Elam, maybe. But
yeah.
With that, let's set it over to the analysts as they break down the series and the final results.
Thank you for that, TG. Yeah, definitely a grueling series. This one with the distance ended up going last map. Talking about Nola Flight GG for a second there. We got to highlight Druxy. That one round, he popped off with a 4-piece. Really, really insane piece from him. Picking up those 2 players from the bomb, shooting 1 player through the other, and able to pick up the 4th while stunned. Paul, tell me your thoughts about that map.
I mean, based on the scoreboard, it looked like Team Devise was kind of playing the game 2v4. You had, I think 2 players had one and 2 kills apiece, and Secret had like 11, and Stunna had like 5 or 6. I can't remember, but yeah, I mean, for that map to be as close as it was, I mean, hey, gotta give yourself a pat on the back, I guess. But yeah, Druxy, that one round Druxy had, that was pretty insane.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking out the side of Devise, you know, a lot of the times we hopped on board with him, it was secret making the play, you know, doing what he did in the hard point, basically just running around like an absolute freak and just flanking the team, flanking the opponents, getting behind them. We saw Frex picking off getting a couple first bloods with that sniper, opening up the lanes for his teams. But it seems whenever he wasn't able to pick up a sniper, you know, they really suffered, and he really put his team at a disadvantage there. So, you know, sometimes you got to know when to put it away, when to keep it out. He was doing a good job, but you know, you would like to see his other teammates step it up there.
Yeah, and I gotta throw in there, I'm not cursed. You know, I predicted Null Flights to win map 5, and they won.
No, no Tim the Tatman curse
No
here.
Tim the Tatman here.
All right, and with that being said, we're gonna get hop into a round 4 match. It's gonna be a T16 matchup. We do have Juju, Proamar, Nick Haight, and I can't remember the fourth. Apologize. They're gonna be going up against Shoxy, Unit, and Co. We're gonna get the match set up here for you guys in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna send it over to break. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. I have another great matchup coming up next. We have Shoxy and Co versus Juju and Co coming up next, and also another pretty interesting map set here as well. Starting it off nice and hot with Bokai's Hardpoint followed by Siege for S&D, Tuscan Control, Tuscan Hardpoint, and Berlin S&D to put this one out. It's a little bit different. We don't get that Gavin 2 control anymore, which I'm sure a lot of players are going to be happy with. But yeah, another interesting map set here in the T16 round.
Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. Really starting off hot with the Bocage Heart Point, and that's really one where it's really just a map that can go either way, but it's really where you start to see some of the warm up come on in for some of these teams. Though I mean they have been playing beforehand, but nonetheless, it's still a great series starter. So I'm hoping this one is going to be nice, tight, and close.
Oh, and I'm sure it will be. Both of these teams definitely grinding on through to make here. So definitely going to be a grindy one for sure. I mean, Bokaj is always going to be a toss up. It's going to be hard to kind of get a lot of interesting things to talk about for the next couple of maps after this one, because really anybody can go off on this map and teams can just win this one off of just weird circumstances, weird spawns, weird plays. It's just so mixy. So it's definitely just going to be a weird toss up to start this series out.
Yeah, it's like, do they spawn close, or are they spawning on the other side of the map? Though, granted, spawning on the other side of the map, not a huge ways to go, but
No.
sometimes just enough that it just like you wish you respawn just an inch closer or something like that. Definitely a big one where it's like, you just have to be snapping from one player to the next, have to be absolutely cracked, especially if both teams can bring the heat.
Yeah. And it looks like we are ready to go. Ooh, we can see an atomic camo. See a lot of those around here. I'm glad they're finally unlocked. I know people were camo grinding, which by the way, if you guys camo grind, I all my respect to you. I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it at all. Being atomic camo, so congrats to you for getting that. I know it was an issue for a while.
All I did is I was like, I'm just gonna get gold on the main guns, but like after that, I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, no, I gave it up.
For me.
So we're starting off the Buckeyes again. Getting nice and mixy with it now. Everyone just kind of starting off a little slow, but it looks like it's going to be UGK. You're going to hop on first and hopefully try to maintain.
Yeah, Destiny's just going to be going around right now. Top grandmas. These two teams going to be battling in a round. A purple versus a blue. A little bit confusing to me, but you know what? It is what it is. The colors are going to be messing with me in this map. I know that for sure. But Mirage, a good kill there. And finding another. And just like that, the nice little snap right now. This P1 really, not a whole lot has been going to either side. I mean, it's like the teams are allergic to it.
Is this a bad time to say that I have an issue with certain colors in terms of seeing them correctly? Is that a bad time to mention that and bring that up? Because at the moment I'm trying to go off of these clan tags right now and see what I can get. But anyway, it's what it is. It happens, man. It's all good. Anyway, so we two side. It's gonna be UGK holding on for right now. Mirage gonna be hanging around the inside. Gonna be lighting up one there. Gonna have a little bit of help. He's gonna continue to shoot down. He's trying to get this guy off the God tank here. It's gonna be Yadabar there. He is going to get taken out. So Mirage starting to fire early. 6-0, full streaks, trying to make it 7. Can't quite find him through all the smoke and haze. As Shoxy tries to push on up. He needs a little bit of backup, though. Something the opposite team seems to be doing so far. Just kind of pushing on one at a time, not getting themselves coordinated enough to make these pushes matter.
Yeah, Mirage was 6-0 for a time, and I thought possibly going to be finding a 7th, maybe an 8th, but didn't really quite happen. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get those gunfight wins. But right now, it's going to be UGK right now at 42. And, well, they have a nice little lead. It's going to be the side of Shoxy and Co. that are going to be getting some of this time until they get wiped away. But the scrap, this is where it starts to be, the attention starts to go. And right now, it's looking like both teams are going to be trying to battle it on out with these spawns.
52-13, moving over towards the P3 side. It's going to be Shoxy and Co. Should be able to have this to get these first few points, but a couple of flanks coming in. Mirage going to try to have something to say about it, but can't ultimately find any of the kills before getting taken down. So it is going to be Shoxy and Co. eating up some of this time. Nick 8 going to try to push around the outside, trying to find the punch in the face, and he does. He's going to put Desi down under. He's going to rotate back with his squad and try to get a front push here. He's going to get a couple shots off the player in the front row. Going to retain this point. Should be able to get spawns as well. But Shoxy going to find 2. Juju trying to prevent the push, but Shoxy picks up 3 before breaking into the point. So that's going to be his squad hopping in again, but not for long as Juju cleans up the mess. So UGK start off strong here, but we're going to be looking over to P4 next.
Next hill, certainly under UGK, a little bit control in terms of they want to get those rotations, but the time is definitely there for UGK. Juju sees one, only gets some tags there. The kill is not quite there, but no, he gets out of a tough situation. I think kind of a little bit by luck, a little bit by timing, but ultimately will get mowed down. But it's going to be UGK fighting it out against Shoxy and Co. on this next hill.
This is going to kind of wait this one out. He's finally going to get the play there. He's going to knock out one, but not able to get the second as UGK look to inch closer and closer to hitting 100. And remember, this is one of those maps we got to keep an eye on the time left too. We're seeing very low scores here, and this map could easily go the distance all the way to the time limit. We see it happen time and time again on this map, and so far the trend might not be so different here.
Yeah, it's really once you find 2 evenly skilled teams that you really see that time crunch go down, and you know it sort of becomes not just a battle against your opponents, but also a battle against the clock, which is a little bit of a tough one. It's basically a fight on 2 fronts for both teams.
Right now, it's going to be Shoxy and Co. eating up the rest of the scrap time, but P5 might be in their favor. Going to have to work for, actually, because it's going to be UGK who are going to be set. They have 2 players back there to start this off. I think it's Mirage and Juju. Mirage goes down, but Juju's still hanging around the backside by trees. Nick Haight hops onto this point. He's going to kind of wait this one out. He's going to look for the first shot, but it's going to be Unit. He's going to find that first kill. He's going to find a second. No, Juju's going to read that one and going to get that kill. Keep it in the favor of his squad for right now. But let's see if he's going to be able to hold on.
Shoxy and Co. trying to get some time. They kind of need. They're down by about 50 points or so. UGK hop on it. They get the kills they need. Pro, Mirage, Juju, all getting the kills, and Shoxy, he finds one a little bit of a second where they're like, you know what, do I want to kill you, do I not? But ultimately, Shoxy, he made the decision.
Made a decision and got it. And UGK continue to rack up the score. Sorry, I couldn't catch myself there. I'm going to be up by about 60 points here as we go into the second hardpoint rotation of this game. I actually didn't even know there was a spot right there. I'll be dead honest. I don't know what Mirage was looking at there for a second. Then I realized that there was a spot right there. So Mirage is going to hang up on top Grandma's for right now. Team going to try to hold on to this point, but can't quite get there yet. As Yadabar going to get those first few seconds and back off and try to get the kill over towards Zay, but can't quite do it. Nick picks up 2. Bromar going to find one up top. Can't find the second. Point still going in favor of UGK. They're looking to get the lead here by 100 points.
Yeah, Unit sitting on 2 right now. Going to be looking to advance on a 3 streak at the moment. Well, the P1 right now, second set of rotations, 30 seconds left on it. It's going to be the side of Shoxy and Co. Getting some of the time. They need it. They need to make that comeback. They've been coming back slowly but surely. But ultimately, it's a matter of can they continue to go the distance. And, well, just like that, Shoxy and Co. getting pretty much wiped off the map. And Yadabar trying to recover a little bit, but it's going to be UGK who gets the kills.
Shoxy on the top rope. Going to look to try to break this point. Over on P2 now. He's going to try to take care of the barn animals first before ultimately running out. Still continuing to do so. He finds 2. He's going to be able to find this third on the point. He's going to kind of play nice and aggressive up top once again. Just nice movement here out of Shoxy. One player final with him. It's going to be his teammate helping him out. They are going to maintain some point time here. Going to look to hit the 100 mark themselves. And now Shoxy going to try to cause some mayhem over here towards the back. He's going to find one. Not going to be able to find two. He's going to get shot right in the back and taken out by Unit there. Or Promar, rather. So Unit going to push on up. So it's still UGK right now. Still holding the points. Maintain everything that Shoxy and Co's team seem to be getting. Doesn't seem to last very long. UGK always getting the break. And just once again increasing their lead. This is looking scary here for Shoxy's team.
Yeah, UGK really just nice, quick bounce backs from them. They get wiped off the map, and they're just like, you know what? Doesn't really phase us. We'll be back at it. Don't worry. We'll come back, and well, we are going to be getting these kills. Juju Promer going to be getting some kills, and right now it's going to be the next hill that's going to be popping on up. It's going to be number 3 that's going to be on that hill at the moment. Nick Haight going to be going up against a gunfight. Can't win it. Unit comes on in. Desi with another kill. And just like that, things starting to heat up on this hill right now. It's going to be the side of Shoxy and Co. I believe spawning in the back, maybe for a brief moment. No, never mind. I believe they flip now. It's going to be UGK with spawning in the back, and it can be tricky. You can get a little bit of a spawn trap, forcing those players in the back wall just to kind of stay back there. But for right now, this hill definitely going both ways.
Shoxy Go looking to bring this one back. They're within about 28 points with Promar. Doesn't want him to get too cocky about it. He's going to drop all down and find 2. Look at these kills coming out of Promar. The nice movement is going to be making that hill his own there. He's going to just kind of hold off, see if they're still spawning back there. But spawns have completely flipped. Mirage now going to be holding on to the point and getting the lead back here for UGK. So next setup is going to be P4. I think it's going to be a bit of a battle here. Yadamir trying to chase with a pistol, but Mirage going to save that one. He picks up 2 to get it in favor of UGK. So they're going to be first on rotation. They're going to get these first few points. And if they're able to hold on here, they should be able to hit that 200 mark and really put the pressure here on Shoxy and Co.
Yeah, Mirage, she's the player Zig. Does get that kill. There's going to be another one at the top. Grannies. Question is, who's going to be challenging? And Mirage trying to make his way into the barn. Not going to quite happen. The trades are trying to be there. Promar with 2. Does get taken down by Desi, though. Juju. And Nick Haight, though, getting some of these kills, and both sides, Shoxy and Co. trying to break on into this hill, but it just is not happening right now. UGK looks like they have all the angles, all the spots just about covered.
UGK is all over this right now, and I know we mentioned that this could be a really close one, but so far UGK is kind of breaking that standard. They are just completely frying right now. Shoxy and Co. not having much answer to it. Shoxy finally does find 3. Promar gonna take out the other side, though, as they get ready for P5, and it looks like it's going to be UGK once again on the rotation. They have one more player to worry about. It's going to be Unit, who's going to be pushing in through the street. They do know he's there, but the streak's now raining from above. Let's see what they find. They're going to take out Shoxy, who is trying to get on a flank as well, so UGK in a good position to make a lot of points happen here on this hill.
Yeah, more streaks coming on out. They really want to gain the lead. They have the opportunity for a win on this hill. UGK, so far, a lot of control going to them, but Mirage, he knows the players are spawning in the back. Should be able to catch one. There you go. There's going to be a few more players around in the backside. The question is, do they challenge? Can the rest of UGK provide some adequate support? Or Mirage be on his own? It's looking like there's support there for half a second, but Mirage, he's still once again left alone, but he's still alive and kicking, trying to cause some chaos and havoc. So the teammates eventually start to come on in, but I mean, despite Mirage, having some backside control, it's really been the side of Shoxy and Co. Been getting a lot of time.
Use that streak too. He's able to pick up 2, but Shoxy was there to make sure Mirage did not get those last 10 seconds. So it's going to keep his team mostly in it for just a little bit longer. UGK still have a 70-point lead. Going back to P1 as we go to our 3rd hill rotation of this Bocage map. And keep an eye on the clock too. 1:15 left. And I think UGK are going to be able to use this to their advantage as well. They know that Shoxy are going to have to play a little more aggressive because they're the ones who are going to need this time more than anybody. So keep an eye on that in case they start losing some of these hills.
Yeah, in Unit, just chilling around. There's going to be another one coming around the river, and he does get caught. So that Shoxy knows there's one around the river. He knows he has to be cautious there, and the shots are there, trying to get out of the way of danger. He is able to do so for now. As he's able to stay alive, start to wreak some havoc. There you go. Nice little 2-piece flying off the top. Just rotation over the next hill. Just looks like it's going to be side of Shoxy and Co. trying to get this control, but I think right now it just comes down to who gets the initial gunfights on this next hill.
Paramount gonna try to find a third, but can't quite do it. So rotation's happening here, but it's gonna be Scrappy inside the middle. But Mirage looks like he's gonna pick up the 2 that are gonna be needed to secure those spawns and get the point. He's not gonna push up, get nice and aggressive, get right, and Shoxy goes face here to try to close this one out. They're about to hit this 240 mark. One player gonna push into his dig. It's gonna be Unit, and he's gonna actually find the kill. He finds 3. So last player is gonna be Promar onto the point. They'll try to find him, and they do. But keep an eye on those spawns. They still are in favor of UGK. Unit now just going to kind of play this tank, but he's going to get picked up by Juju, who circles around the back. It's going to be 3 for Juju as they hop onto the point and are going to take this map home. UGK, a nice dominant win here. They're going to take this map 1 and make it 1-0.
Yeah, this last kill's coming in from a Juju, just absolutely massive. I mean, once you get 3, and it's like you only need like 3 points, it's just about done at that point.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100% here. So UGK going to make this Bocage a little more dominant than what we're used to seeing. They're going to win this one 250 to 166. And again, I mean, Bocage, you know, some things that we could probably pull from, but obviously that map is going to be a much bigger toss-up than we saw. We saw a lot of team play. We saw a lot of gun battles, but it seems like UGK are going to be the ones that are going to be taking on that train in the future for sure as we go into these next couple of maps.
Yeah, with that, let's get over there to the desk, the analysts, see what they thought of the map, see what they saw that maybe we didn't during the game.
Thank you very much, TG, and yeah, definitely a impressive map 1 coming out of the side of UGK there. Paul, talk to me about UGK. Who do you think stood out the most to you?
I mean, just judging off what I saw and the scoreboard, I mean, it really tells the story. Pro MR was just having his way with these clowns. Like,
Yes.
truthfully, he was running around doing whatever the hell he wanted to. That's my son.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, that's what you get with Bocage. You get a lot of people running around. I mean, I saw Nick Hate running around with the sub, which is something I never thought I'd see in my many years of playing. But you know, that's just what you get with Bocage. But yeah, like you said, Pro MR, he was that guy was having a field day on that map. Same thing with Mirage. That guy, I don't think I've seen a lot of people move faster than Mirage. That guy is he's a wizard on the map. He's he finds routes that it's like he's just making the routes of his own. But I do want to highlight some things on the side of IWNL. Some things I did like that I saw. I saw Shoxy. You know, a couple times he found himself in a sticky situation, but you know, just slowed it down, backed up a bit, and he was able to pick up a 2-piece or at least 1 kill there. So I did see some things I like from the side of them. Anything positive to say about IWNL?
Yeah, Trench Unit, he was frying as well for his side of the team, his side of the squad. But I mean, nobody on IWNL even really played too poorly. I think they just started out the map pretty slow. I mean, Unit was kind of like the one bright spot amongst like the whole team, like the entirety of the map. But I mean, if they can just pick it up and not have these slow starts, you know, they can keep these maps like really close and probably potentially win them.
Definitely. You know, on someone on the team like on the side of UGK, you know, you have that veteran leadership from Juju and someone like Nick Hate. You know, when they have these young guns in Pro MR and Mirage, they could really just mold them. And I'm sure Juju's out there, you know, directing traffic. And I think something like that really really played a difference in this game.
For sure, Juju's a damn vet.
Yes, he is. But with that being said, we're going to send it over to a short intermission while these players get set up in the lobby. I think we're just waiting on one person, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Back up into this one, Desert Siege Search. Here for map 2, we saw UGK take that first hardpoint dominating fashion, so they're going to be leading this one 1-0. So Desert Siege going to be a much different S&D than what we're used to. Might see some snipers here and well, which is what I'm definitely excited about for sure.
Yeah, I want to see. I haven't really seen enough of them, honestly. I've seen them a little bit here and there, but not as much as I want to. You know, certainly want to get those clips as well. But yeah, Desert Siege, a map I haven't really quite seen as much played in the S&D. Desi's going to be struggling to get up on top of the trains, but nonetheless still able to find a kill. And now it's going to be a nice little 3v3.
So Shoxy makes it 3-2. Just kind of wait for this one. It's going to be Nick Hate and Juju that's still going to just kind of regroup. Looks like they're going to go in their spawn and huddle up and talk about it. Looks like they head back over towards the A side now. Good timing, too. IW is going to be rotating over towards the B side. So A is a little bit open. They do keep Desi kind of facing that direction, looking for any type of cross. Nick and Juju just playing like snails at the moment, just playing really slow. Now starting to make the move here, making the commit that they need to. But look at Desi, going to come up with the flank here. He's going to win that one. I think it's going to be Desi. It is Desi. He's not going to be good. Oh, and then Nick Hayes got the sniper, though. For a 1v3, he's going to find that first kill. He's got his work cut out for him. I think he's going to go try to run and grab that sub as well as the bomb, and he does. 15 seconds on the clock. Might be looking for the kill. Not sure, though.
They knew he was there, but Nick Haight maybe got a little bit out of the way of danger as now IWN or NL. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the timing. Just
man.
like that. He's
That was
running straight, no reaction, unfortunately. And IWNL, a nice little first round for them. Well, honestly, that felt like a very, very long round.
Taking the long way and getting killed with a couple of seconds left. Probably just some bad timing overall on that piece. Is what I'll say to that. Okay, sorry, I had to just yell at me here. Nick Haight gonna be someone to watch with that sniper. He's gonna continue to pull it out even on the offensive side. It looks like, so he's gonna be the one to try to get these first bloods, try to get these first initial picks. So by IWNL on the map.
Yeah, I think a snipe gonna be heard. Gonna be shot on out into the wide open. Does not connect with anything. Unit trying to work his way into that sort of building, the middle building. Sniper still on the field, and Mirage finds the first blood just like that. Shoxy getting wiped away, and Desi soon to follow. Unit, though, in with the response, finds one, but now it's a 3v2 situation. Unit, Yadabar versus Pro MR, Nick Haight, and Juju.
The move is going over towards B side. I think Pro MR has heard them down below. We're going to have to wait and see. He's going to play up in this top corner. He's going to wait and see if the cross happens. And you see number 3 near me. That's going to be Juju. He's going to be keeping on this B side from the long distance as well, just in case. And Nick Haight, most likely with that sniper hanging out over in the P4 area, just waiting to see what he has. Oh, he gets the sight onto Yadabar. He's going to drop down below. That call is going to come through for sure. But Unit's actually going to find Pro Omar first. So that's going to be some trouble here for UGK. Nick Haight, I don't think realizes he has a player with him on top, but he's going to realize really quickly as he takes the pick. It's going to be all up to Unit now in a 1v2. He's going to get this bomb onto A. I think Unit knows it, but if he doesn't, he's going to know now. Or if Nick Haight's going to know now, he's going to fire some shots onto him. Unit trying to run away, and he's going to get picked off. So going to be an easy defuse here for UGK, who are going to tie this game right back up.
Yeah, nice response so far. Nick Haight on a 2 streak right now, 3-1 for him. As both teams going to be fighting it on out. Snipers have really been nice to see. Wish a few more shots would connect at the moment, but nonetheless, still a fun thing to see. I mean, it's definitely changes your play style with snipers on a map. It doesn't really matter. Like, I know this map generally is always probably going to have a sniper, but in general, just always that feel like, oh no, someone has a sniper, and knowing it's a one shot, it's just like one bad cross and I'm out of there. Especially with no smokes as well now, because it's just snipers open sight lines wherever they want.
Yeah, and this map specifically is going to have a lot of those. There's so much to do with the sniper here on this map specifically. We saw it in the CDL in the Kickoff Classic. Rocktane was piecing with it in the early rounds during his match with LA. And now we're back here in Challengers, where I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that, hopefully. I want to see, like you said, Nick Haight hit a couple of more of these shots and see if he's going to do that here. This is going to be an A plant here for UGK.
Yeah, the plant and a lot of this control so far. Number 1 slipping on by. Should be able to find number 5. There you go, just like that. Gets taken away now, comes down to number 8. Left alone in the 1v4 situation. Shoxy, what can you do? Can you step on up? We've already seen one 1v4 so far within the Challengers, at least our coverage of it. Do we see it again?
1v4, 19 on the clock. Running out of time, though, and this map is going to be just too big, and with the way UGK is set up, I don't think Shoxy has a chance. So he's just going to kind of wait this one out. Good stun there. So now at least UGK knows where they're at. They might try to find the kill and just pound him out. Nades coming in from all over the place. Shoxy just doing his best to stay alive, but it's just not going to be enough. Just a bunch of mortars raining from above. Yeah. He's going to finally take him out.
The mortar streak was out of there. I thought it was restricted, you know?
That's what I thought, man. Can we check these rules real quick? Can we call a mod in here? I have a question. Nade gets it for UGK, 2-1. So strong start here for them.
Yes, and nice. Yeah, there's two rounds in a row for UGK as well, and I think for both teams, I mean, for both sides, you don't want a team to run away with it because, I mean, with the skill these two teams have, I'm sure if they get a lead, they are not going to be easily taken down after that. You really can't let a team start to run away with it. But right off the bat, some opening shots, and well, Nick Haight finds Shoxy there, a chow that I don't think was really needed, but nonetheless will pay a little bit of a toll there. As Desi will fall as well. Now it's a 2v3 unit. Yadabar versus Nick Haight, Juju, Mirage. I think I've said that before already, but nonetheless, similar situations all around, and well, unit finds himself alone. The bomb in hand, so you have that advantage. You have a little bit of movement in terms of like you don't necessarily need to be like, I need to play for the bomb and then play for a plant. You can just kind of sort of decide how you want to work a bomb site, but nonetheless, a very difficult situation. But a nice long shot to start off and puts himself in a 1v2 now.
He's going to get his bomb down as well. He's going to hop on the B right away, which is going to be very good. UGK out of position for this one. Now the clock going to go in favor, but Unit's in trouble already. He's going to see one. He's going to try to get the stun down. He's trying to get the movement, but really had nowhere to go. Juju going to pick him off there. So UGK going to continue the streak. Going to be up 3-1 following this defuse right here.
Yeah, UGK looking pretty good so far, and they took the hard point. They're looking all right on the S&D so far, and it's still not done yet, but certainly,
yeah, they're waiting on
IWNL has been getting themselves into really tricky situations. Like they've been finding themselves in like 2v3 situations, 1v3 situation. It's just not the way you can play it on this map. This map, it's so open and there's so many different sight lines. So if you have a man disadvantage on this map, it's absolutely massive for the other team.
You know what UGK was just doing there. I hate to point out the antics every once in a while, but they waited a while for that defuse. So kind of wonder if they're just trying to make a little bit of a note to IWNL after that one. But 3-1 so far for UGK, continuing what we saw in that map one. Slaying power definitely going in their favor, where we see a donut so far on IWNL. It's going to be on Yadabar, who's going to try to most likely try to bring this one back. He starts to fry up a little bit, start to heat up alongside the rest of his team. IWNL can bring this back into their favor.
Yeah, this middle building going to be infested by both sides right now. Number one, make his way. There's going to be one right above him. There's going to be a few more players around as well.
Everyone's going to kind of wait for each other. Just play nice and quiet. A little bit of hide and seek action here. The bomb is going to be held by Juju, who's probably thinking about B site at this point, but he's probably going to have to get through Shoxy first, and he does with a grenade, no less. So it's going to be Unit and Desi are going to rotate over to their Yadabar. Knows at least the A site is clear for now, but he is going to hold it in case a rotation happens. But it looks like Juju is just not going to be interested, as he's going to get taken down alongside his teammates. So 3v2 here for IWNL. Bomb dropped over by B site is going to be trouble here for UGK.
Yeah, they need to go through. Take little nade comes on out. Does not really connect. Unit still able to stay around that bomb site. Yeah, the 2v3 number one. Promer able to find one. There's going to be another one. And well, just like that, the trade is there. A 1v1. Bomb is down. Needs to get that plant, but instead going for the challenge. He sees them, and well, just like that, gets the kill. UGK now 4-1 to them.
Stomping all over him right now. 4-1. I thought I was going to see IWNL start to make this close after that initial round win, but it seems like UGK went back to the drawing board for a brief second and realized what they needed to do to fix their game. And it's definitely starting to show here. It's only 2 rounds away for making this series 2-0 to kick this off. IWL, they need some answers.
Yeah, I mean that round, that was the opportunity for Yadabar there to, just sort of get a kill, make a massive play, but unfortunately does not quite happen. And now IWNL going to be looking to make this first move. People are seeing some information is gained. As these shots are going to go out, Unit finds the first blood. The trade trying to come on out. Not going to quite happen, though. Unit going to be looking for another. It's there.
Wow. So Unit's going to find 2. 4v2 for UGK is the answer they needed. They needed to put UGK on their heels a little bit, and they're doing that right here. But Nick Haight and Mirage going to be the last 2 up, and they're not ones to be trifled with. Nick Haight still with that sniper rifle. He's going to be looking for, I believe it's Yadabar below him. Not able to find him quite yet there. He's going to look up top. Oh, I think he saw one player up top. I'm not sure. Doesn't want to get killed outside of the map, but 16 seconds on the clock. They got to just go at this point. Mirage thinking better of it. I think they're just going to back up and let this one go. And I think is what the call it is. But I think Nick Haight going to try to find a couple of picks in the meantime. He's Yadabar below, tries to get the quick scope, as Mirage does find one. Nick Haight's still just looking for these picks at this point. I mean, this round is over. I guess he just wanted to see if he was able to get a couple kills in his favor, but swing round 4-2.
Like anyone home for me to anyone mind if I pick one off before this round ends, please?
Give me
It would be,
something,
it would
anything.
be, yeah, it would be greatly appreciated if someone would just peek their little head out for me. It'd be
Yeah, I know.
really,
Just
really
just
nice.
pop up for a quick second. All it takes is one simple
I
keystroke of
promise
hitting
I
the
won't
B
shoot.
button. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I promise I won't.
promise. Yeah, me shooting you like that is G8 in this game. You know, no picks like that, but it's gonna violate it here. 4v2, or sorry, 4-2 for UGK as they go back on the attacking side. And Desi and Uni gonna make quick work of that. Nick Haight gonna find that sniper once again. It's 5-3 with that thing, dude. So he's definitely want to be trouble with. Now he's got the whole side of trenches on B side covered. So it's going to be trouble to try to reclaim that back if you're IWNL. But for right now, Promar going to try to make use of that university side. He's going to find one and get on out of there before getting met up by Desi. He's going to recover the bomb as well. So this should be a B plant if he rotates over. Last two players for IWNL still inside of that mid building. I think he's going to look for the kills at this point. Promar going to go up top. Desi's is up there. Not sure.
Yeah, they rotated all the way around at this point. I mean,
We call that.
he thought he had a free pick on Desi, but no. Every single angle was watched, both lanes of entry. Nick Haight, I mean, I won't want to see it, but Desi's at the top. Nick Haight, do you see him? I don't know. But something has to be done. That bomb in a very tricky situation, and Nick Haight, he just can't make his jumps. he can't do it. He's having some trouble.
He might be here. Right? He does have Deddy, but deciding not to use it here. He's gonna look for Desi. Oh, we saw him. Oh, no way. Didn't get that kill with the quickscope. He's gonna try to get his pistol out, but Desi gonna respond right back with some bullets of his own. So IWNL starting to bring this one back. 4-3 for UGK, but those 2 rounds are big.
Yeah, once Nick Haight missed that second jump, I was like, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, I mean, just like that, IWNL, they start to bring things back now. It's 4-3, still behind a little bit, but certainly was looking like it was going to be a much dangerous position for them. But now things are up close. UGK dropping a few rounds.
UGK could try to keep their composure here. Don't want to let this get too far out of hand. Don't want to see the IWNL come back. Omar's going to be up top here. Going to have some help below. Slow start to this one here as IWNL are thinking about A, but do have B in their back pocket if they do want it. But see where Yadabar and Desi are positioned. They're positioned with those like ARs over towards the back, trying to keep UGK at bay so they can get the cross. But everyone's just waiting for that first blood. And Promar doesn't see Nick there. Look at his head. Look at his head little popping out right there. You can see it right over the wall. I don't think Promar sees it at all. His teammate just kind of waiting it out on this one. See what they can do. I don't know what he's covering, though. If Nick Hate's going to be covering that spot, what is Promar exactly covering? I guess the rotation over? Not really sure here.
Just if someone pushes up real close, but just like that, Nick Haight finds one.
Oh, there he goes. There's one.
Now
Now drop down as the bomb
push.
gets planted.
Is there a unit? I think he saw one. He's going to be, I think the information is there, so just going to be going like, I'm going to back up a little bit, try and readjust myself. UGK, they make this entry onto the bomb site, Juju. Trying to see if it's a comfortable spot. Is he stuck? I can't quite tell. He may be stuck.
Is
he stuck?
No, he's over.
Not.
He's over.
Okay,
He's over.
okay.
But he's going to hop the bomb, though. Yadabar, I don't think realizes, but now he does. 1v1, 14 seconds on the clock, and Yadabar's probably just going to get the hell out of there. But Promar, I think, has the razor. He's going to try to get the kill, and he does. Or Mirage, rather. He's going to run, but it's not going to be able to get there in time. The IWNL have brought this one back and are going to tie this game up at 4-4. Who would have thought that being down 3 rounds like that puts on the burners and lets them know?
Yeah, massive play out of Yadabar. You know, he gets off that zero kills so far, and with that, will now be, I think, 1-6 if I remember correctly. Yes, sir, 1-6 now. So nonetheless, still a big kill to have there if you're going to have, you know, a slightly unfavorable performance there, but nonetheless, you know, still able to make the kills where it counts. And now it's going to be UGK on the offensive, pushing on up. Have to see if IWNL start to pull ahead here, take a round win, start to flip the script a little bit.
So another slow one, similar to what we saw before, just trying to get control of that mid building. Shoxy, though, gonna try to take it right on back. He's gonna be looking for Promar towards the back. He's gonna go up top though for right now. Just so it starts. The first blood is really what's gonna set everything off. It's like a domino effect. As soon as you get it, then you start to see the play happen. Look where IWNL and wow, God, can't talk. IWNL is pushing over through A. They're going to be able to find one, but UGK answering right back with one of their own. 3v2 here for UGK. And Mirage is actually going to find Destiny up top, and the snipe from Nick Haight is going to put IW down. So UGK finally grabbing a round back, and we're going to put it to game point here. It's 5-4.
Yes, a little bit of a round drought, but now they see themselves in a great spot. Yeah, 5-4. One more round for them. And they can have this map, and that would bring them up 2-0 if they win it. Though IWNL, they got some fight left. You know, they've been here, they've been chilling. Unit, I mean, he's 10-9 right now. Got Desi as well at 7-7, getting these kills. Certainly not making it easy for UGK so far. Nick Haight with that sniper though. I mean, 7-5, been getting some nice snipes, some very crucial picks, and the shots fired. But Nick Haight able to avoid that one in response, but it's going to be a hit marker instead.
What?
As both these snipers continue to go at each other.
I need an explanation for that one. I thought he had him right in the head. Am I missing something here?
It might have clicked, just barely clipped the heady.
God. It's a good time there out of Nick Haight. I'm sure he's fuming at that one, but once again.
I would be.
Yeah.
You are already.
I know. I'm mad for him. God, I wanted that. It was such a good peak, and I don't know how you didn't get it. Anywho, I'm unbiased over here, obviously.
Clearly.
WNL. Starting to push over through mid. Gonna try to still look for that first blood, but time taken down. 30 seconds on the clock here. They know where at least Mirage is. I think Unit knows at least. Everyone's just kind of waiting for who's going to peak first. Game of chicken at the moment happening on this B site. As well as A. Nick Haight with that sniper, but he's just making sure no one even thinks about it. But now someone is going to think about it. It's going to be Desi. And Nick Haight sees him. He's going to be thinking better of this one. He at least gets the call out through. And Shoxy with a good flank there is going to find Mirage and trade it out. But Mirage's bomb going to answer right back for him and avenge his own kill. Desi picks up the bomb. Promar gets control of that mid building. It's going to be all down to Desi with the bomb. He's going to get taken out just like that. And UGK continue their dominance in this series. It's going to be 2-0.
6-4. And for them in that last round, at time, do they not know what the clock is? I mean, it was like 15 seconds left, and there wasn't a single kill on the map. Like, that was the longest round ever. It really forced the hand of IWNL in that round, and unfortunately, just UGK, they knew they were ready for that collapse to come on in. And no, they were just there waiting for IWNL to finally present to them. But with that, I think we're going to send it over to Desk as they break down that map.
Thank you very much, TG. Yeah, me and Tish here back on the desk, or the desk, and here to break down the map. Tish, why don't you tell me what you thought about that second map?
UGK came out pretty hot. Went up 4-1. Thought it was gonna be a snoozer, sleep fest, but IWNL once again started off really slow. It's hard to bring it back when you start off that slow. You can't make as many mistakes, things like that. And they did bring it back a bit, but ultimately did lose. But I do want to say, Trench Unit put up another solid performance for his team. Desi also having a decent map. Yadabar struggled a bit, and then on the side of UGK, pretty solid all around. Mirage really having a great map though.
Yeah, I hate to call out players, but Yadabar really he needed to step it up there. I think it wasn't a good performance out of him. But despite that, his team still only lost 6-4. You'd like to think maybe if he could step it up a bit more, could have made those small differences for his team. But over on the side of UGK, we did see Nick Haight with Sniper picking up a few picks here and there in the beginning. I feel like he did slow down a bit more towards the end. And it's like I mentioned before with the sniper, you got to know when to put it away, when to keep it out. But someone like Nick, I mean, obviously came out on the right side of that. Yeah, with that being said, we're gonna load up into our third map here. Hopefully it's not the last one, but yeah, we're gonna send it over to a quick little intermission while we get this third map loaded up for you guys. Thank you.
Welcome back. UGK going to be up 2-0 in this series. We got Tusk in control. An interesting one for sure here. IWNL going to have to win the next 3 in this series. No other options left for them. UGK is going to look to close one out. They have one map win. They have 3 chances to do it. But I'm sure they're going to want to make it right here. Good start for them as they're going to hop on this A side early, try to get this first tick. UGK kind of spread out at the moment. IWNL Hops on, does actually get the first tick, looks like, and continuing to do more damage. But not really much kills happening until just this moment.
Yeah, now it's going to be Mirage pushing on in. The rest of UGK, they get the break. A good, nice wave of kills goes their way. Mirage peeks on out, gets some information, is able to get out alive, though. And, well, there you go. Strikes on back, gets a kill, and IWNL. Back to the spawn they go. Mirage comes in with the pistol, tries to get the work done. Unfortunately, not quite able to do so, but it does look like IWNL going to be going for this B rotation. I think UGK, I don't know if they know it or not. Number 6, he's certainly going to, and certainly now they do. Mirage with one, does get hopped on down by another, but the Pro MR trying to recover a little bit. But IWNL, some progress, looking to go on the B site right now. Juju, though, massive play, possibly. Oh,
no.
But he chokes it. He goes down, and IWNL holding strong as much as they can on to this point so far. UGK, not quite much of a response from them so far.
IWNL taking control of this control, man. They were all over it. They get a couple of ticks. Maybe not quite on B, but Yadabar still waiting over there, though. I think Promar knows he's here somewhere. He's going to try to clear out this point for right now. Yadabar knows he's there, so he's actually going to get the jump onto this kill. He's going to get the shots, and he's going to win it. So he's actually going to be helping with a split push here. As A is absolutely going to fall here. B probably going to get close to first tick. UGK not in quite enough position to get it, but they just stop it in time, so the first tick does not end up going a sliver away. Promar, though, gets that kill, keeps him off of it for right now. Bit of a stalemate, and I do want to keep in mind, although IWNL is at a quick zone grab, UGK are starting to maintain a lives lead here.
Yeah, 17-14 right now. Promar, nice kill from him, a nice few more.
Damn.
Juju with another. Well, it's going to be IWNL having to respond as they are going to be looking to push once again onto this objective. Trigger discipline there, finds one. Desi going to peek on out, puts out some shots, and well, the information is there. UGK is there, trying to get the trade. They are able to get this kill. IWNL find themselves in a very difficult situation because, I mean, they're pushing out mid. They have the numbers, but it looks like for a second they're really going to get flanked from all different angles.
But still UGK, who are still going to be holding on strong. IWNL do find a couple, so they are going to at least get this break through the backside. UGK spawning on arches, and they're going to get caught right away. Promar is making sure that hit on P5 doesn't happen. He's going to check below as well. He's got the zone under control, so at least one lane going to get blocked out over towards this B site, but now going to go back and chow for Yadabar, but Yadabar is going to be ready for that one. He's going to look for another. It's going to be Nick. Nick K coming up the backside, and he's going to just center him and take him out. Unit up top as well. He's going to get taken out. So UGK with another quick clear. It's 11 seconds on the clock. I don't think IWNL have a chance at this. Lives advantage still in favor of UGK, sorry. And I think that's going to be a round one in favor of UGK to start this off.
Yeah, it looks like it unless Shoxy can come on in, but no, we can't. And just like that, UGK. They hold their defensive line. They may have lost A, but B, that one's the tricky one. That one is where everything is halted. And UGK, with this control, IWNL just couldn't quite break them enough. They had some opportunities. They were close, but never really quite close enough.
IWNL started out really strong. I thought for a second that they would have been able to kind of continue the streak over towards B, but you're right. It is the trickier one. It really comes down to just the slaying power. Once again, the firefights they're getting into need to go more their way. You saw towards the end how much that kill feed lit up purple for UGK. I mean, you guys gotta change the yellow if you have any chance of bringing this one back. UGK, similar start to how IWNL started. They're gonna get that first tick on A real easily. Gonna look for that second. IWNL gonna try this flank now, but Nick 8's gonna be ready for that one. He does find one, doesn't find the second. Second tick down for A, and this is gonna be a quick cap here for UGK as A goes down. So 220 to get B, and UGK starting to secure that live advantage once again.
Yeah, quick A as well. A little bit of a different turnaround. Last round, IWNL, they kind of struggled a little bit on that A site. This time, UGK, they're able to get it nice and quick. And with that, the lives right now, very, very close. But UGK definitely have some time, some lives to work with to try and make this B hit happen. Yadabar, he's going to have a tough time. Everyone from UGK is right in front of him. I don't know how many numbers he knows, but certainly that call is there. Like, hey, I'm going to need some assistance. UGK, they're all the way back here, but Destiny with one, Yadabar with another, and he ducks away, but it's not quite enough. Will get caught. But it will be IWNL holding that line. UGK, their offensive push, not quite working out. So back to square one, take another crack at it.
Set up here for IWNL is currently impenetrable right now. UGK losing that life lead, but they're virtually the same at the moment. Unit's going to try to get a flank there. He's going to get caught. So the B site still is the target here. Minute 19 on the clock. So UGK, you need to make something happen here. Mirage going to open that one up as well as Nick Hate. You see Unit start to back up and watch the flank. I mean, that would have been the time for UGK to push that patio side and try to get this kill into Yadabar, but they're just going to play this nice and patient. Now they are all grouped up here over towards Radio. Yadabar going to try to prevent the cross, but now the push comes on through. They find the one kill. Over by the patio. They could be able to find another. Yadabar is going to be really annoying trying to get the cutoff there, but he's going to get picked off. So now B gets hopped onto by UGK, and they're going to look to grab this first tick.
Yeah, Juju's on it. He decides to push his on out. Unit is there, and Unit's gone. Just like that. Juju gets a kill, but Desi, the Navy, is there. Gets the trade, avenges his teammate. UGK, though, have some pressure now. They're, they've broken on in. IWNL, they don't quite have that strong line that they had before. But this UGK is able to start to supply some pressure, supply some reinforcements, certainly get closer on this B objective. There's 30 seconds left. Promar just absolutely slides on into one. And the lives right now in favor of UGK. The time is ticking on down. Desi decides to use the streak.
But keep an eye on IWNL. They had the setup there, and UGK is spawning way out, 24 on the clock. Nick Hate has to play this nice and delicately, and he's doing a good job of that. He is on the point, keeping the time frozen, and he's starting to get the kills, but he needs to get taken off here. He's not going to go away that easily. Unit finally picks him up, and now UGK have had some time to bring back up, but it looks like it's not going to last that long as Unit has started to dominate and not let anybody for UGK get over on that side. Promar going to try to make a nice desperation attempt here over by Shoxy. Does find that kill, 8 seconds to go. He's going to have to jump down there. He's stunned on the inside. Here comes the rest of UGK. One final push. This is going to be it. They can't get the couple of kills as Yadabar continues to be a nuisance. And it's going to be up to Promar to make one final play. Jumps in, but it's not going to be enough. IWNL going to hold out for the time. And they're going to answer right back. 1-1.
1-1, but oh, so very close. I mean, by the end of that round, it was coming down to lives. It was coming down to time, the zone, like the pressure. Really, just a few trades that didn't, that the side of IWNL weren't able to get on in, or that they got in some trades, but just if they didn't get in some trades like that, really was looking like UGK. That last second push coming on out, but yeah, like you said, Unit with a massive play, but I mean overall UGK, they were so very close. Unfortunately, not quite able to make that round happen for themselves, but now they find themselves on the defensive side. IWNL going to be pushing this A site. Right now, they get some initial control, and UGK is forced to push on in through mid. Promar, a good kill there as he starts to work his way over to the IWNL spawn.
I gotta say, it seems like Control and Search are some of the most repetitive things I've ever seen on this map specifically. Similar to the A side, how it is always paid attention to. A is always the first to grab right IWNL. It makes more sense on Control with how closer it is to the spawns compared to B. I mean, B you have to jump through hoops to get to. But it's amazing how it almost gets let go most of the time because you can just defend B. So a lot of the map gets decided over on the B site for sure. It's an interesting thing we have here on this Tuscan map for sure. But keep an eye on WNL, man. They got 2 ticks on A, and it looks like they're getting 2 ticks on B as well. This is probably putting UGK in a bit of a frenzy. They're not really sure what to look at the moment. Nick Hate does find a couple finally. Yadabar answers back with 2, but Mirage continuing to fry here. He's on 3. 16 and 15 for this one. They're probably just going to let A go here, but B already had some damage taken to it. They have 1 tick down. UGK has reclaimed the lives lead, but it's not by much.
Yeah, at this point, UGK is going to be looking to catch IWNL off of their rotation from that A zone. Promar, a nice little first nade comes on out. It's going to be Nick Hate pushing on in. There's going to be 1 coming in through the spawn, and well, there you go. Now there's going to be 2. I don't know if that call is necessarily there, but Juju just going to be chilling up in mid. Oh, the corner prediction I think was there, but Juju gets a better him in that gunfight. But Mirage out here with some trades coming on out. Mirage is sitting a nice little 4 streak. Do you find a 5th? No, the answer is not. Does get caught. Nonetheless, IWNL, they have to push on into the B site. Definitely a very, very tricky hill to get that control, to get the time.
Well, for right now, as UGK do have the setup here. IWNL had an opening, but it didn't last very long. Promar going to make sure again, P5 does not get touched, does not get ran through. 1 lane held down, but IWNL going to not opt to run around the back of the spawn for UGK. Got the rep on through. I think Mirage is going to be ready for it, though. He's going to be able to find one. Going to back it up as well. The rest of UGK spawning up towards that A site, so it's going to be a bloodbath in the mid-map here. They're going to get eyes on Unit and take him down as well. Look for Shox. He's going to slide on over, but Nick Haight going to be ready for that as well. So UGK starting to put on the afterburners, but look at Yadabar. He's cleared a lane. He's got no one around him. He's going to hop on and try to push on through and force the spawns. I'm not sure where UGK is going at this point. They're all spawning up to A site and just pushing on through mid. Meanwhile, IWNL have finally hopped on the B.
Yeah, Nick Haight from the back. Able to catch one. There's going to be another one around that B site. UGK, they're going to be running towards that hill. Juju, a good gunfight on it. Going to be getting tagged there from the side. The stun is there. His teammates are there for the trade. And just like that, trying to wipe away the progress. And well, IWNL, a good effort from them. Definitely was looking like there was the possibility, but UGK, they shot him from the front, they shot him from the back. Right now they have the control, 30-second left. IWNL running out of time to make a move. Have to make one last final push. Can they do it?
They'll do it indeed. It's going to be 21 seconds on the clock. IWNL going to try to play into this one. UGK. Gonna hold it down, but IWNL, we're making it interesting there for a hot second, but Yadabar is gonna go down. Desi gonna get a couple. It's gonna be all down to Unit, who does find one, 1v5. He actually put UGK with no respawns left, so tiniest bit of a chance, and he finds this kill on Promar as well, 1v3 while capturing this B site. Looking over towards the alley. Unit's gonna stay alive here. He's gonna back it off 4 seconds to go, but can't quite do it. I was kind of rooting for him toward the end there. He made it nice and interesting. He got it down to 1v3. But UGK able to stay on top 2-1, and then we've got ourselves match point here.
Yeah, trying to be absolutely crack. I thought there was potential there. I felt scared for UGK. I was getting a little bit nervous. I was like, oh, this may actually happen. But no, unfortunately, Unit couldn't quite get it done in the very, very end. But nonetheless, I mean, it's still a very good try, and it was doable. By the way, that ended up playing on out. In all honesty, but for right now, it's gonna be UGK elite 2-1 right now. WNL. Gonna be on that defending side.
Maybe Detsik trying to make some noise from up top, and UGK continuing to lay up that kill feed. They do get some takes onto the A site. Gonna look for the second one, and they do get it. Gonna look for the third. IWNL gonna try one final defensive push to kind of be annoying for UGK. It looks like it's not really going their direction right now. A flank from Shoxy gets picked up on. So now B site once again gonna be the final battlefield. Juju finds one, finds two. Gonna get that flank there. He's in a great position here. He's gonna help UGK open up a lane to get to B here. But keep an eye on that mid alley. That's gonna be where Unit's gonna come from and grab that kill. Try to find a second, and he does. Shoxy picks up a third, so a reset here. Let WNL reclaim their spawns back, reclaim their point, and UGK back to the drawing board.
Yeah, they're gonna be pushing on to the A side. Gonna be looking to apply a lot of pressure, pushing on through the church side. Some gunfights gonna be opening in UGK. For right now, this is gonna be one off for the spawn. Gonna be there shortly, but the question now is IWNL, can you hold off this UGK offensive? The shots are there, the trades. Choo-choo sees one in the back, goes for the gunfight, gets the win. Got a bar though, gets caught, and well, just like that, IWNL, they're gonna be forced to play from the front. Number 2 though, trying to make his way through L, but it's gonna be UGK on this objective. Looking for that first tick. I believe they got it. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they're just right about. Yes, they did. Now they're working their way on the second. They can win it. IWNL, pressure on them.
That was 4 down, so UGK had the lane. They're going to look to get the second tick, but here comes the streak. It just gets the second tick down. They didn't get it in time, so IWNL keeping it nice and close. But UGK still have a pretty big lives lead here, and there's still a good amount of time to play. And Promar still being so annoying in their spawn, just sitting over by arches, now going to go to the back tank, so that's going to force IWNL spawn over towards that side church area by P1, and the kills are just still going UGK's favor. It's looking real grim here for IWNL.
Yeah, they have to get these kills. I mean, really a lot of pressure is on them. Promar in the back gets caught. IWNL, a good series of wins goes their way. They look to hold back UGK once again to push through this A site into church. Number 3 going to be there, possibly catches one, runs away. Well, backup is going to be there. The call out. Promar kill goes his way there. Now have to see, it's an 8 to 12 life right now. Question is time ticking on down. Does UGK have what it takes to clutch up?
One final push here Promar going to go for the back, but Desi going to read it. He's going to be able to find that kill. Lives advantage has basically disappeared here for UGK as Mirage tried to make a play as well. Yadabar's going to pick that one. IWNL making a comeback here on the defensive side of things. 10 seconds on the clock, and now the guns have just completely lit up. The script is flipped, but Nick Kate has hopped onto the point. Going to try to do his best to stay alive, but can't quite get the kill on the unit, but there's the backup. Here it comes. Juju with the push. He's got a little bit of help, but he's going to get taken out by Decimate. 3 seconds. They're going to hop on down. IWNL running out of spawns. What is it? Too little, too late? Maybe it's not. ProMR still staying alive. A second and a half to go. He gets picked off, and IWNL just barely get out of dodge on that one. Going to tie up this game at 2.
So very close. But this is also what we saw last time on IWNL's defensive side. Like, both times they've been on defense, it's been so very close to UGK. They've just been barely able to hold on. But now in position, IWNL, they have to make this offensive win. I don't think we've seen that. I think it's been all defense.
Excited to attack once again here for IWNL. Yadabar going to try to find that first player up on top. It's going to be Juju. Juju's just being, you know, they're playing duck hunt, just running all around, not going to get picked off. So no ticks on A as of yet. They're playing this slow. They want to get this U control first. They have it. So now they hop on the point, going to stack it up a little bit. Should be able to get this first tick, but there's 2 players for UGK who are going to try to prevent that from happening. You're going to see ProMar and Nick Kate there. Going to find one. Can they find any others? The rest of UGK ready for a flank here. Get ready for them to pull the trigger on this, because this could be trouble for IWNL if they don't read this.
Yeah, IWNL will be picking up that A zone at this point. Pretty much standard. Nothing too shocking there. But it's going to be UGK forced to hold on to this B zone. Mirage gets tagged from the back. Finds one. There's going to be another one there, but he's able to escape for now. As number 2 goes hunting. Same thing with number 3, but in their hunt, they will get caught themselves. Nick Haight, good kill. Going up to top church right now, top radio, and well, there you go. The kills. UGK getting what they need. And Nick Haight finding another. It's going to be Desi. It finally ends Nick Haight.
Nick Haight gets put down. B-site's still going to be the one up for grabs. A minute and a half to go for UGK to try to end this series. They're trying to put a trap here. IWNL over by spawns. Looks like they might do so here. They got him trapped over towards arches. As Nick Haight continues to do that work. Unit, though, finally catches him. The unit's there. UGK spawning over, or hanging up by that tank, trying to keep IWNL off this. They know Juju could be hanging there by Yadabar. UGK, I think, just kind of playing for kills at this point. Just going to try to make sure IWNL doesn't get too far. They don't even have like a setup over by B, and IWNL, I think, is getting placed in a bit of a trap here.
Yeah, and Juju holding down the back. Gets the kill, and well, moves up a little bit. The rest of UGK at this point, I think that they know that they're forcing IWNL more or less by the ace side a little bit. They're ready to collapse on in. 14 lives for the side of IWNL, 21 to the side of UGK. And well, 30 seconds left on the clock. IWNL, they're in a very, very tough spot right now. UGK, and for them, I think they have just about everything on their side for right now, but 25 seconds, able to stop that clock. Unit is going to be on this objective. IWNL, a good wave of kills goes their way. Trying to get this objective on lockdown. Can they do it? UGK, they're going to be pushing pressure onto it. Unit, a tall task, a nice kill. There's going to be some more players around. Can Unit get the kill? The answer's going to be no.
ProMar going to find 2 as well as his teammates. So he's going to, for IWNL. IWNL really only have time for one more push. It looks like they're going to have to go through church on this one, go through alley, but look where Nick Haight is. It's going to be 7 on your minimap. He's going to be in the backside of church, but it looks like he doesn't really even need to be involved in the play as ProMar continues to piece before ultimately getting taken down. So IWNL staggered once again. I think that's going to do it. UGK Esports going to clean sweep this one 3-0. And send IWNL packing.
Yeah, a good win there. Pretty much all defensive sides wins throughout that entire series, though that last one, definitely UGK had a lot of control. They had the man advantage. They knew they had the time on their side. IWNL, I mean, they were in a position where they just needed to kind of run straight a little bit and just hope they could have got those gunfight wins. But UGK, I mean, there's always seemed to be like a player on the flank, a player behind them. And just IWNL just unable to really take that and really get the wins they needed to.
Yeah, so with that in mind, we're going to head over to our analyst desk to talk this one out and just talk about that last map and then the series as a whole. UGK moving on. Talk to us, guys.
Thank you very much for that, Robert. Paul, why don't you start us off? Why don't you tell us what you thought about UGK off that convincing 3-0 win?
I mean, it just seemed like that IWNL was just outclassed, to be honest. That's what it seemed to me. Everyone on UGK, played pretty well throughout the entire series, and on the side of IWNL, you had a couple players on each map that just had some pretty rough showings. And they also started off, maps 1 and 2 like pretty slow. So I feel like, when you're playing up against a team like UGK, you got to come out, firing on all cylinders.
A team like UGK, on the Challengers side of things, they've pretty much done all there is to do as a Challengers player. So when you're going up against a team that has that much, that much experience in competing over multiple titles, you really need to come on your A game, and you guys need to just tidy up any holes you have in your gameplay. On the side of IWNL, I mean, a lot of the time, I really just saw Unit on the map, who was trying to do his best for his squad. At the end right there, I think it was a Unit and I can't remember who else did well, but someone else did well there. And on the other side of UGK, it was really the whole series. You had Pro MR and Mirage just just wreaking havoc on the map and doing what they do best. But next up here, we're gonna hop into a round 5 matchup, I believe, for top 8. We're gonna have UIU. That's Phantoms, Rex, Scrappy, and Johnny going up against Fame, Infamous, and Co. Zyril and Co. So stick around on the stream for a bit, and we'll be right back shortly.
And welcome back. We got our third and final series of the day. We got UYU. Sorry, I lost the teams there for a second. Is it M2S? Is that what it is?
I believe so.
M2S.
Yes.
Yeah, it's UYU versus M2S here in the series, and I do believe we got some interesting maps here as well, T.
Yeah, we do. We got a Gavutu for the map 1, followed by Berlin for the map 2, followed by Gavutu for a control. We've seen that already so far, but after that, for the map 4 and 5, we got a Berlin and Bocage. If we reach there, which I hope we do, but it's never a guarantee, the best of 5 at least.
Yeah, so some slow stuff followed by just pure chaos at the end of this.
Yeah, pretty much. Start off slow, end real fast if we get to that point in the map 5.
Yeah, you said it off stream. Like, it's the perfect way to describe that. So, going to be a lot of AR play, so we're going to have to keep an eye. Both these squads see who are going to be ones to shine in that regard. We're going to be ready to go here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how these two teams will end up stacking up against each other. I haven't really seen a whole lot of UIU play personally, although on the other end, like Fame, I've seen them play a little bit some of that time. Overall, like doing some good stuff overall, but right, getting into the game, off to the break we go. UIU versus M2S, and it's going to be M2S initially with the time. The question is, can they hold it? Do they get these initial picks going for themselves? Infamous certainly making it a little bit of a statement in the start as he picks off the first 2.
Yeah, UIU failed that first break. Going to regain on this one and try to get right back at it. They're going to go up the stairs. Johnny and Phantoms both going to hop up there alongside Scraps. That's going to be an easy break this time. UIU were able to get together and talk that one out and get the play on through. And you see it's going to be Dylan Rex, who's already going to be rotating over towards the P2 position. He's going to have to get into it with a couple of M2S players before he fully secures it. And one's not going to let that happen as Phantoms gets the clear out. So it is going to be UIU who are probably going to be ready for next here. But a good break out of UIU. A little bit of a slow start, but they were able to bring this game right on back.
Yeah, Phantom's going to be just chilling in the boat right now. There's going to be a few more players. Number 8. Oh, want a nice little kill there. Scrap, though, respond with the kill on Infamous. Right now, this P2 picking on up. It is going to be no one currently on the hill. Eventually, it's going to be M2S get some of the initial control. So eventually, how long is that going to last? Oh, a nice little kill on your way down. Now, 40 seconds have gone. Right now, 31 to 22. M2S is going to be trailing behind a little bit, but they are going to be picking up some of the time, getting some of this control on the P2 for right now.
You see Infamous still trying to maintain control here of this top ship area. Johnny with a unfortunate TK onto Dylan Rex with that stun grenade. He was absolute no stim there. M2S going to regain the lead here onto P2. So all eyes to P3. It's going to be Phantoms that is going to be set up for next. He's going to have the AR in hand. Going to look to take out this first player here. I think it's going to be Zyril. It looks like he does. So good first few kills. So UIU should be able to get the first few spots here on this P3.
Yeah, Phantom's gonna be chilling. It's gonna be Johnny pushing on up on that left side for right now. We'll find one. Go Fame taking off that map. Zyro gonna be playing from that top truck. Gets a little bit of a sight line, but it's gonna be Phantom that ends it. The wand on that side, challenging just a little bit, but Phantoms will eventually get picked off. Johnny though with one. There's gonna be another one around. He gets tagged. You know he has to go round and round, and well, there you go. Eventually, it takes a gunfight. Unfortunately, though, was tagged up before the injury. The damage was done. He will go down.
So it's going to be M2S who were able to get the spawns back, and are going to try to get some of this hardpoint time. There's still 30 seconds here on this hill. UIU is trying to rain some hell down from that P1 area, but Juan's not going to let that happen. He gets a nice pick there onto Scrap, but a couple kills go back the way of UIU. Johnny gets picked off. Juan doing a lot of what we talked about in the beginning, a lot of good AR kills, just reaching over onto these points and getting a lot of these picks. Look at this. He continues to pick it up there. He grabs Phantoms. So he's going to prevent any scrap time from being grabbed. UIU are in the lead, and they do have next here on rotation. So M2S gonna have to push through this beach, try to get some of these kills and try to flip these spawns right back. And Infamous looks like he's gonna do just that as he finds both. He takes down Johnny, and Phantom's gonna look for Scrap as well. Doesn't quite see him, but he does try to look for Dylan Rex, but he turns right around. The spawn out does happen, but M2S is not in a position to claim these spawns, so UIU are gonna be able to easily get them back. Fame though, has something to say about that.
Yeah, they get them back, but beside of M2S, they know exactly where they're coming from. They're going to be trapped in that back a little bit. They eventually come on in for a little bit of contest. A nice win on that hill. Zyro will fall as well. And now UIU reclaiming some of that time, not letting M2S really get that lead change, really get any of that control. Scrap a good kill. There's going to be another one coming around, peeping on right behind the rock, but unfortunately Scrap unable to win that fight. And now UIU going to be looking to maybe start to push out a little bit of rotation. You can see Dylan Rex starting to push on up. Those going to be Fame on this boat. The possibility there's going to be Phantoms though on the backside. Looks like UIU. Nice spots they're starting to get themselves into as M2S get some of the spawns, or sorry, some of the scrap time from the last hill, but it's going to be UIU with control for the next at the moment, at least depending on how these first few engagements go.
Do go in favor of M2S for just a second there, but he's basically by himself, so UIU maintains spawns. You do see Zyro kind of sitting by Cage though. He's going to push out towards front green and is still being a bit of a nuisance. UIU can't really get anything solid going because he's just kind of running around. Now Infamous going to get control of that top ship. Phantom's going to try to answer back, but Zyro is still just running around there and keeping it up for M2S. And now Fame up on the top is going to completely clear them out. So although they're not able to secure spawns, they're getting the kills they need to. So M2S is going to hold on to this time. And look at UIU now, just completely abandoning now. Going to start heading over towards P1. Fame with the call out. And Infamous going to be up there as well. So a big hold there for M2S. They should be able to take the lead here, but UIU are going to be set up for again on this next rotation.
Yeah, you saw Fame there trying to do a nice little peek, a nice little wrap around. Doesn't fortunately quite work out that way, but Zyro at the boat finds one. There's going to be Johnny though right below him, but the glide bomb comes on out. He's at least going to see that there's a player on him. Maybe when he dies, maybe not. I don't really know, but nonetheless, the glide comes on out, unable to find anything, and Zyro, he will get caught as well. Now, M2S trying to push onto this hill. UIU, they have the control though. The lead is not major, it's not huge, but nonetheless, if they continue to get some time, M2S definitely could find themselves in a tricky situation.
UIU still staying strong for right now though. Dylan Rex hanging around that outer position. Gonna find Infamous as well as Zyro. He's gonna go with the reach out with the pistol, but can't quite find Fame. So M2S can get the reclaim, hit the sentry mark. And now we look towards P2. UIU has a couple players on standby, but M2S continuing to push on through. They're going to get that ship possession again, and they're going to look to retake the lead here and start to get this rotation. So they're taking away what typically is a UIU rotation. They've been good on those so far and shoving it right back in their face. They're going to be set up here unless a couple of kills come through from Rex and Scrap. It does happen. So UIU, once again, winning a rotation.
Yeah, they get the rotation. They start to get this time overall, but M2S, I mean, they're right there neck and neck. Yeah, you know, for a second they were like tied, like 125, 125, or somewhere over thereabouts. But Phantoms, the bottom boat does get caught. Scrap challenge finds one. There's gonna be another one at the top boat as well. M2S, they have control now of this hill. They have control around the boat so far. They're gonna be locking out UIU. They take that lead. They're gonna have some of this control though. They don't really have a whole lot of rotations so far to the next hill, though. It does look like UIU are gonna be spawning out still. So we have to see right now as really, these hills just been trading back and forth between these two teams.
Trading back and forth indeed. M2S gained probably the biggest lead they've had so far on this map. They're up by about 20 points, but UIU trying to shut that down quickly. They should be able to have it unless Wand wants to take this chow here. I believe it's going to be Phantoms on the inside. It looks like they don't. So now, bit of a bloodbath happening over on the next point here, P3. UIU have pushed on through. They don't have spawns quite yet, but they are going to have point. So keep an eye on how scrappy this is going to get very quickly. You see Zyro and Infamous starting to push up. They're going to look for this next point as well. But Scrap continues to come down. Wand going to try to make that flank over towards P1, but it's not going to happen. P1 is all for UIU, but we're going to keep focusing on P3. UIU continuing to hold. Fame trying to get the wall bang, but can't quite do it. He's going to try to resort to a nade. The Phantoms continues to hold strong up towards the front.
Yeah, they will. Johnny will be chilling. The rest of UIU do have this top side control over the P1 right now, but right now it's the P3 that eventually Johnny tried to make his way onto, but it doesn't quite happen. Will get caught. Dylan Rex at the top still wreaking havoc a little bit on a 6 streak. That's the glide, that's the strafe and run all in hand. Will get stunned out a little bit. The tags somewhat there. The information that, hey, he's still up there. He's still around. You know, he is just chilling, but now UIU backing on up. They know they need to get the rotation for the next kill. That one quickly pops on up. Dylan with 1. He knows that the second he saw him. I don't know if this kill will come in. I don't know if it will be gifted to him. But I think both players kind of know that there's players around here. Infamous goes for the challenge. Dylan with a nice little position decides to call in the streak though. Will it pop on up? Will it find anyone? There, yes, it will. Fame Zyro wiped off the map. UIU, a lot of control over this hill so far for them. They got a nice little wipe there. M2S pretty much set to start to battle their way on up to the front once again.
UIU continuing to hold, going to hit 200 points here more than likely. M2S starting to lose control of this one, but it's still anybody's map. The lead is not that big enough. And remember, we have 2 very scrappy hills coming up next, and the score is still going to be relatively close. So this still could be a comeback here for M2S. They're already starting to think about it too. Look, they have 2 players. Maybe make it 3 now. Set up on P1. UIU a little delayed in their push, but that's going to be, I'm sorry, on P5, but it's going to be okay. So they are going to get pushed through ship here. So they might be able to flip spawns right away if they get someone to push through, but it seems like M2S is trying to win the gunfights here.
Yeah, they're winning the gunfights here right now. UIU pushing on up. Not a whole lot quite gained as this next hill popped on up. At the same time, like M2S, they didn't really have anyone on that objective. They were really just fighting around it and not getting a lot of time. Eventually, they do get some of the players around onto the hill. UIU now, they push on up. Scrap, unfortunately, just missing that little bit of a jump there and unable to catch that one. And there's going to be that player from M2S and the rest of them all on this point, all around at UIU. They make this push happen. Dylan, a nice beam from him. The trades are there, and just like that, M2S wiped off the map. This gives the opportunity for Dylan to hop on this point. He knows there's going to be players coming around. Unfortunately, though, he gets caught. He loses that gunfight.
And continuing to fry here as they contest the rest of that time. UIU going to be set up here for next. They're going to try to put this one away. M2S will get to 200 here on the last little bit of scrap time there, but UIU in deep control of this at the moment. They're going to try to find one, and he does. Scrap gonna hold it down. M2S really only has 1 push left in them. They're very staggered. They're gonna try to get a pushes over from the front hill. No one even looking at the front stairs. They just gotta go. They are running out of time. Now the streak's coming down from above. Are they gonna be able to find anybody? They do. Phantoms gonna take down one in the process. So UIU continue to hold strong. No one's even touching them. Now Fame gonna try to make a flank on the outside, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. One final push here from M2S. Do they get on through? They're able to kill one. Phantoms now finds himself alone. He's going to get killed, so a clear out there for M2S is going to keep this game afloat for right now. UIU only 5 off from taking this home.
Glimmer of hope for the side of M2S, but you got to keep in mind, they got to get the spawns to next. P2, it's been so tricky. That's a hill that it really goes back and forth. It can be scrappy, but right now, M2S trying to hold on to these final few seconds. 245, Zyro, a nice win there. M2S holds on out for this hill. The next one, that's the dangerous one. You see UIU, they're all starting to post on up. They're all trying to get some control, but the massive gun by M2S. UIU fighting it off. The P2 is now active. Fame gets a kill. He's going to hop on right now. 5 seconds for the side of UIU. M2S needs 20 at the moment, though now reaching that 15-second mark. They're so very close. UIU, they were so close to a victory.
No way.
Can they do it? M2S making this comeback happen.
No
It's
way.
very much a possibility. They take the lead. Oh my goodness, they get the wipes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. M2S down in the dumps have brought it back and taken this map 1 from basically out of nowhere.
Oh my what?
Wow. I
A
can't believe
huge
what I just
rotation.
saw. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's going to be M2S. They're going to take in round one, 250 to 245. I believe the score was about 245 to like 205 or something like that. And not only were they able to contest that hill, they were able to hold onto it and completely clear out UIU. And they just never let up. The foot was on the gas, never let up. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, side of M2S,
Wow,
we're just
man.
like, don't count us out quite yet. It is not over until we say so. I mean, I thought that P2 rotation was going to kill them. I thought for sure UIU was going to second. They didn't get a single second on that P2, I don't think. Like they
No,
were
I
like
don't think
stopped at
so.
245 and off of the P1, and I don't know how that happens. They had so many players around the hill, like no one touched it for a brief moment, and it's just M2S just winning those gunfights all 5 seconds. That's all UIU needed. They just needed 5, and somehow M2S. I mean, listen. I've
Wow.
seen Fame play. He's been
Okay.
absolutely phenomenal from the way I've seen him play. But that was by far one of the biggest and best performances that I've seen from him in general, in terms of just bringing the caliber of that sort of competition. And just, we reached a point where it's like you can't count teams out at this point if they're
Yeah.
down. These are the teams that are going to make these comebacks happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is stuff that we get to look forward to, and if that's what we're gonna get the rest of the series, then I am all on board. We're gonna get set up with the next lobby here for map 2, but we're gonna take a quick break in the meantime. Map 2, Berlin, Search and Destroy, coming up right at you. Stay tuned. And welcome back. We are back with it here on Berlin Search and Destroy. We saw M2S bring back a crazy comeback to take back Gavin 2 Hardpoint, but now it's time for some Berlin, man. It's going to be Search and Destroy, and it's going to be UIU on the attack side first.
Yeah, it really will be. And I mean, for the side of UIU, I think they want to win. You really can't be having that performance and then just you want to come back with a little bit of vengeance. Is sort of where I'm at. They really got to show up a little bit. But I mean, right off the bat, UIU in a 1v3 Phantoms. Oh my goodness, handsome man! But unfortunately, will get caught. The trade is there, but that's a way to start off an S&D.
I didn't think I'd see a retirement in the middle of a Challengers match, but I definitely just saw one. Man was just absolutely crapped on him right there. What a kill out of him, but wasn't able to get it done. He was just in too vulnerable of a position. So on to us, continuing that momentum. So there's going to be up 1-0 on this one. So now an attacking side for them. See if UIU have an answer to this one.
Yeah, we'll see. M2S, I'm in a good round from them. Definitely something you like to see after that victory. I think on their side that they're absolutely pumped. They have the momentum going in their side. They're feeling good. They're really looking forward to this. And what we'll have to see right now is going to be Johnny that gets taken out. Phantom Zone on the outer side, just going to be chilling, trying to hold down, trying to prevent someone from coming on in. And he does get the kill. And now it turns down to a 3v3.
3v3. If you play 3 game battles, this is your bread and butter right here. Let's see if they decide to do anything about it. M2S going to move over towards B here. Going to get this full rotation down. UIU lined up, basically straight line over by A. Dylan Rex going to get nice. Wow. Nice pick there out of Zyro to pick up their scrap there. Dylan Rex going to push on over to B. Going to see if he gets any sight lines. Get anybody whatsoever. Zyro still maintaining this kind of back warehouse area. See if he maintains it for right now. Look at the push coming in out of Phantoms, though. He's going to be the one to challenge him. And I think he knows he's back here, too. He's going to go into the warehouse. He's not going to check the right corner. And Zyro's going to win that gunfight. So 1v3 now for Dylan Rex. He does find one to start this off, but he's running out of time. 18 seconds on the clock. Going to hop down. Going to look over towards the backside, but looks the wrong direction. Doesn't quite see Zyro, but Zyro does see him. So M2S, 2 in a row.
Yeah, and a nice strong start so far in the S&D. And for them, I mean, they win a defensive, they win an offensive round. The back and forth that we normally see in S&D, not quite happening quite yet, at least. You're really looking for the side of UIU to start to get these rounds going for themselves. I mean, they've been close, but unfortunately, some of these gunfights so far in these opening picks, I mean, I just don't think really quite been going their way. It's been M2S just with some nice responses to UIU so far.
Yeah, UIU just kind of being humbled a little bit. Just letting them, M2S letting them know. This is our time, man. This is our time to bring this up. A push now here for UIU on the outside by stairs. Make some noise. See if M2S reacts at all. Still Rex. Gonna push on in. He's gonna get picked off though out of copy there. I think that was by Zyro. Or that was by Fane rather. Zyro gonna find a kill, so 3v2 here for M2S. And Johnny gonna find 2 though, and it's actually gonna put the man advantage back in the favor, but Infamous evens it up. Johnny tries to get a couple bullets into him, and he does. Doesn't quite get the kill. Johnny versus Infamous in a 1v1, but now all eyes to be.
Yeah, and Johnny, he has the bomb, so have a little bit of movement with him. You get some time to be like make your own decisions. They're not necessarily made for you at the moment. But Infamous working his way around, and they may see eye lines here. Infamous, he's there. Johnny, he sees the leg. Infamous,
Yeah.
one might say he has a leg up, but no, he will get taken down.
UIU getting a little bit of luck there with just seeing that leg, and just he played that nice and slow to make sure they actually had the shot on him. Good thing he had that trigger discipline to do so. So good play out of Johnny to clutch up that round here for UIU. Finally going to get back on the board. We're going to have to see. I mean, here's the thing, though. The thing with UIU at the moment is that they're just kind of getting out of these wins by the skin of their teeth. They're going to have to play a little more dominant against M2S, who are starting to get hot right about now if they have any chance of winning this map.
Yeah, and right now, M2S going on the offensive. Going to be looking to attack. Pushing that A side, it looks like, yes. And for right now, they are trying to push on in. Phantoms, though, with a nice kill. We'll have to see how M2S starts to adjust. They push on in, and there you go. Fame finding 1-1 with another. Dylan Rex, though, the trade is there. Now it comes down to a 2v2. Johnny going to be sliding on in. Dylan Rex on one end gets the kill. Johnny coming on out. He knows it's a 1v1. He challenges for the kill, and there you go. Just like that, UIU respond 2 rounds in a row for them to match M2S's opening 2 rounds.
I mean, Johnny just knew what he had to do at that moment. He knew Infamous was stuck, so going out for the chow was his best possible play. So UIU finally tying it up and doing what they need to do to keep themselves into this one. Back on the attacking side, if they win an attack round here, that'll be big going forward for the rest of these few rounds.
Yeah, I mean, a different kind of back and forth than we've, I think, been used to. I think so far we've seen, didn't go back generally just to, 1 round for 1 round, but 2-2, it's not bad. A little bit of a change up so far. We'll have to see, as it does look like UIU is going to be going for this B side push. The streak comes out from Johnny. Should see that they're all kind of spread out across the map. Going to be looking for the play around that bomb site. Infamous will get caught. And now, UIU, this is their time, and the second man goes down for the side of M2S, and will make that a third. And, now they're just looking for the glass and final kill, and they get it done.
3 in a row for UIU, so they're going to bring the lead back into their favor here on this Berlin search. So finally started to heat up and start to kind of get their bearings a little bit to keep this moving right along here. So good attack side win. We'll kind of keep them in this one. M2S going to look to answer right back here. Gonna have to wait and see. There's no I gotta keep an eye on Johnny. He does have 6 and 2 right now for Johnny. So probably has some streaks in his back pocket to use as well. So definitely keep an eye on that as we continue to move along. But now Scrap, he's got the sniper out.
Yes, got the sniper. Looking for the clip, though. Looking for a shot. Give me one around that sort of ruins area. I don't think Scrap was able to see them. I think he was sort of ducked right behind the cover. But yeah, Johnny, I think at this point, looking for the strafe run because he used the glide bomb last round. And, there you go, Phantoms. Try and take the gunfight against Infamous, but Infamous gets the better of him. But Johnny comes on up, doesn't check the corner. He's going to go down. I don't think he found a kill, so I think that means that there's not going to be no strafe run. Dylan Rex catches one. There's going to be another one to his right. Goes down. Scrap now. In a 1v3 situation, it's Scrap versus Zyro, Wand, and Infamous.
Come on, get this. Oh, he was waiting for Zyro to stop shooting, but he's going to get picked off. Really not much he can do in that situation. So M2S can even the score back up again at 3. More dominant around there out of M2S, and they stop Johnny from getting that streak as well. So it's going to be big for them. Basically going to even up the score. Make sure no advantages are going to go in favor of UIU. So good place here at M2S to try to keep this one afloat.
Yeah, so far, nice back and forth. You know, no one really, I'd say, letting us down in terms of the kills. Where sometimes in some games, it's sort of like a player, is not performing really well, like 1 and 6 or something like that. And it's kind of like if maybe that player stepped on up, what kind of difference would there be made? But for right now, I mean, overall across the board, looking like these teams are both evenly matched in a lot of their kills. Everyone's really getting these kills where they really need to in their rounds. And Dylan Rex opening with that first blood scrap, making an entrance into A, but there's going to be no one around. And I think that call out should be there. UIU opportunity for the bomb plant to go down as UIU try and have this A spot on lockdown.
And essentially our first bomb plant of this map. And Infamous gonna kill the bomb planter there on Dylan Rex. Scrap trying to get the follow-up, but can't quite do it. Make sure he holds that nade. Oh, good read out of him. He's gonna get that kill too. Waiting for Infamous to climb that window and put a nade right at his feet. So that's gonna put a 3v1 scenario in Juan's hands. He's going to try to get a nade in there. Is he going to be able to find anybody? He at least get the hit marker. Looks for Scrap, but Scrap is ready for him. UIU. Good round there. Almost like the catastrophe after that first kill on the outside, but that kill into Infamous, I think, put them right back where they need to be. So it's going to be 4-3.
Yeah, they get some of the advantage now. Certainly putting it into their hands at the moment, their lead for right now. But I mean, we've seen what M2S can do. We've seen that they have comeback potential. Sure, they're down 4-3 right now. It's not the biggest gap, and again, like we saw, it's very tricky to have a lead against M2S and really go like we are gonna win this. We have the round advantage in terms of the back and forth. It's still going very much the distance so far as it is. Still very very close, but the opening picks, they're going to be out, and M2S, they have the advantage as they find themselves in a 3v2. It's going to be down to Scraps and Dylan Rex left alone, but now it's just going to be Dylan Rex versus a 1v3.
Oh, Dylan Rex really going to need this one. They're going to try to tie this one back up, but it's not going to be enough. M2S going to take this and tie it up once again for all. And man, we're starting to see a trend over towards some potential round 11 potential. What do you think?
I mean, honestly, I don't really. In my opinion, if there's potential, even if there's not potential, you always want that round 11. And for me, I'm always like, you know what? It's always possible. Again, crazy things have happened. This is Call of Duty. It's not like these things are unheard of like reverse sweeps or like major comebacks and big plays happening. And though, sometimes some are a little bit rarer than others, but it's definitely down to happen. And Dylan Rex pushing on his B site. Does look like UIU will be maybe making an advance, but Zyro playing around that docks. Question now is who comes out on top. Infamous push on in as well as Bomb looking to get planted, and Infamous tries to take this gunfight, but he's not going to be able to get it. Instead, he's forced to back away, but Zyro and Wand, they will be getting the kills. They will be getting what they need. And Johnny will go down, and well, just like that, all M2S has to do is get that defuse, and well, with no one around, it's not that much of a contest.
Not a contest at all. It's going to be an easy defuse here for M2S. And they're going to bring this one to game point. M2S making it 5-4. Going to look to take this as we go. We're going to be going back to Gavitu in this next map. So right now, M2S seems to be rolling, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah. Once again, they were like, UIU, you have a little bit of advantage into your hands. Let's take that right on back, please. We'll take that. Thank you very much for holding that a little bit of a lead, but we're back. Don't worry. Nice little, yeah, pretty much, yes. Yeah, M2S now on the attack. The opportunity to take this map now falls on them, the Phantoms, finding that first blood. M2S might maybe slowing down their advance a little bit, going like, we need to wait for a first pick, but Johnny says, oh no, I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. And now M2S in a 2v4.
2v4. It's going to be up to Infamous and Fame. Two really nice duo-sounding names to try to make this play over towards B. But Dylan Rex going to prevent that from happening. So now 1v4 here for Fame. 49 on the clock. Has to try to get the bomb over to somewhere, or at the very least, try to pull off a 1v4 on a pretty big map. I think Dylan Rex just firing a couple of shots, just sending out a loud challenge, but finally UIU makes it a round 11.
Round 11. The mysterious, elusive round 11 sometimes. Not so much today.
Nope.
As we will find it now. And we'll have to see both teams a little bit on stake here. Not as much, but, you know, definitely big. UIU going to be looking to tie up the series. M2S, at this point, looking to extend it. No respawns left. Everyone on this map is the last respawn up, the last time. You'll be taking your route. We'll have to see how things end up as these opening shots are fired.
Opening shots fired, but no one falling down quite yet. UIU. Looks like they're thinking about B here. Looks like they're going to have to run the one player to do it. It's going to be Infamous. He's going to be kind of hanging out around there, and he's going to go down. So there's going to be a quick plant. The rest of M2S have to get a run on back. They got to rotate all the way around. Looks like they're going to rotate 2 streets. So UIU going to have to keep an eye on this. Right now, as they start to move up, I think Johnny's starting to get a bit of a read here. Now they'll push through street. They could be able to get these kills. Let's find out. Oh, Johnny with a good flank. He's going to find one. He's going to look for one. Can he get this kill? He can. Johnny with a great flank. And UIU going to bring this one back. A great clinical round. Finally gets a map in their favor. The series is tied up at 1.
Dude, I saw that. I saw M2S push on up. I'm like, oh no. They're in trouble if Johnny pushes on out. He's going to catch them all. He caught 2 of them. The other one's going to be caught. I mean, there just isn't really anywhere to go once you push up at that angle. And UIU, well, they will tie up the map now. 6-5. They take the round 11. But a 1-1 overall scoreline so far as we head into the map 3. It will be a Gavutu.
It will be Gavutu, and it's going to be anybody's game. I know we saw M2S take the first Gavutu on hardpoint, but now it's Control. And that first hardpoint was real close, man. So you're going to have to wait and see who is going to be the tougher one on this. It's going to be a whole different game. It's going to be a whole different set of circumstances. And we're going to be excited to bring those to you. We're going to get this lobby set up, and we're going to go to another quick break. We'll be right back for map 3. We got a good series ahead. And welcome back to this great series. Look to get the key switch again, but UIU, M2S. M2S took that first map, but UIU answered right back with a round 11 win on the Berlin Search and Destroy. Back to Gavutu once again. This time for some control action. Going to be anybody's game. It's going to be a toss-up.
Yeah, I mean, quite literally, the way these games have been going, it could be anyone's game. We had surprises in the hard point. The S&D went the distance. I mean, if you're over here just making predictions, I would have to say good luck with that. Yeah, very much good luck with that. But for right now, it is going to be the side of M2S on this defending side to start. And Scrap picking up some kills, but unfortunately will get caught. It's going to be the side. Oh, sorry, no, it's wait.
Yeah,
it's defending. Sorry, it's UIU.
Yeah,
sorry,
we're flipped.
We're all flipped. Both in my head. In the game for me though, the graphics overhead should be correct, but it is kind of is what it is.
You
but
fans
right
get the luxury seats.
Oh yeah.
All good though. But M2S gonna be on the attacking side, Mr. T. Gonna be trying to cause some noise. Gonna be trying to get that A site. It looks like they're gonna be getting at least 1 tick. Lives are in their favor too. Keep an eye on that. The firepower coming out strong here at M2S to start this off, 24-18.
Yeah, 1. Gonna be on a, what is it, a 3. Same thing with Zyral on a 3 as well, though. Zyral will get taken off of that. 1, the nice little hot start. 5 and 2 for right now at the very least. And I'm in the zone. It's going. You know, Fame's just been on it. Just been like, you know what? Anyone's gonna challenge me? Anyone? And eventually someone will. But I mean, got the first tick. He got the second. Looking for that third. But time ticking on down. 25 seconds left. Phantoms with 1 tries to get out of there. Unfortunately, not going to quite make that grand escape.
It's going to be M2S. They're going to be able to get this A site. UIU going to enter a little late, but better late than never. They're going to get 3 down. As all eyes now turn towards the B site. Keep an eye on the lives lead. M2S kind of lost what they had, so we're just about equal here with lives. UIU might be able to turn this one around, but just with the slaying power alone.
Yeah, a minute on the clock for right now.
Spawn trap. Oh no.
Yeah, the spawn trap. It's a nasty thing.
No, it's
a sad sight for whichever team is in the back.
Oh, this is
so very
tough to watch. Oh, they got out. Oh man, good lord. Watching that is painful. I can't even imagine. I would be losing absolute composure onto all of that, but M2S does make it out.
Nope, I'm done.
Yep, I'm done. Whatever match I'm in, I'm out, man. Like, forget it. Like, rank play comes out and I get into Gavin 2 controls, I'm gonna be losing my mind. Like, I can safely assure you that that's what's gonna happen here. Lives about even though, 9 each, 16 on the clock. So M2S keeping this attacking side alive, but it's probably not gonna be for long. UIU keeping them back. And that should be all she wrote. 4 seconds on the clock, and I think she's going to abandon this one, look for a couple of kills. That's going to do it. UIU get on the board first.
Yeah, the final kill's going to be coming on out, but really the result at that point just about sealed. It's going to be UIU taking that first round, the defensive side. Though not necessarily completely unforeseen, really, at this point. Gavutu, very much a defensive-heavy map. And honestly, if a team wins attacking, in my opinion, is kind of like, for the most part, like that map is done. So whoever wins an attacking round first, if they can.
Oh, attack rounds
definitely have an advantage, yeah.
Easy GGs.
Gonna be on this boat, gonna be peeking up one. It's gonna be Johnny down low though, goes up against Fame. Fame takes the win, but the trade is there. Wand, a nice kill, nice beams on point. It's gonna be a side of M2S on this defending site, trying to hold back this A site from getting picked on up. The first tick is there. Scrap, a good kill. It's gonna be UIU trying to push on out a little bit, trying to keep this control, trying to keep the ball rolling.
They're trying to get the ball rolling indeed, and they're starting to do that. They're going to get a second tick on the A site. They might be able to get this A site really quickly. Lives advantage in their favor as well. I think it's going to be M2S. They're going to let this go. One final push here coming in out of Zyril. Dylan might be ready for it, though. He's going to look for the kill. He's going to come a couple bullets on. The reach out comes on, and he actually gets taken out. Fame is going to be there for the help, so the A site's still not grabbed. Fame will do everything he can to make sure it doesn't happen. So, wow, look how close that was. He's going to delete that third tick. So, UIU now have to spend more time trying to get this back, but now look at M2S. They might be setting up for a spawn trap of their own.
Yeah, Fame on this boat right now. One peeks on out. He sees it, gets the kill, snaps onto the second. And just like that, shutting down UIU. 45 seconds still left on the clock. 18 lives to 18, but Fame, he's heated. He's here. 5 streak to him so far. Has that glide, looking for that strafe. I think UIU, I mean, they know he's around here. I'd be scared. As Fame trying to find another, eventually will get caught. UIU will be able to find him. I mean, it'll take a few men to do it, but we'll eventually start to break on out. They try and get control over this A site for right now, the A zone. Trying to finish what they started. 20 seconds. The clock is stopped.
Clock stopped, 20 seconds. A site will get grabbed. So now we look over to B. Is about a minute and change to grab his final point. And Dylan Rex gonna make a statement here to start this off for UIU. They're gonna try to push on through this P5 side. Johnny's gonna be already there waiting for him at the tower. So the rendezvous starting to move on up. They're gonna look for Fame, and they get it. The kill's starting to go their way. The lives advantage still in their favor, but less than 60 seconds to go to try to make this work. Streaks coming down, and this might work out. Look at the kill feed just lighting up purple. They're gonna just completely hop on. It's gonna be UIU continuing to dominate here as Dylan is gonna be in the back. Gonna have a bit of a trap set here for M2S. They're gonna have to start running. They gotta go now.
They have to get this pressure going. The streak's certainly a nice helper. And just like that, M2S, the final kills go down. They're able to eliminate that threat. A little bit of a scare from them, but I mean, they're still not out of the woods yet. It's 7 lives to 9. It's going to be UIU with the life advantage so far. Playing for some picks. 30 seconds left on the clock. The Wand with 2. Trying to find a third, not quite able to do so. And the time still ticking on down. It's going to be side of UIU. They're trapped in the back. They don't really have a lot of time to move forward. They have to try and push up. They have to try and get these kills. The question is, can they do it? For the side of M2S. Be able to just hold them back.
It's a big kill there onto one, but they got to find a second one. Only 9 seconds to go. They got to move. They got to move, and they got to move now. Dylan Rex going to go around the outside. That's a big kill. That might get him there. Couple players onto P1, and they're going to go down 6-2. They got to hop on point now. 5-2 now. 1.3 to go. There's only one player on hill, and it's Dylan Rex. Can he clutch it up? He's going to be there, but now the rest of the squad for UIU are in position. Fame has to clutch it up. He needs one big clear out. He's going to start. He's going to grab one. Gonna look for Dylan Rex now. Gonna hold that nade. Can he get him? Can't quite find him yet, but the time ticking away slowly, and he's gonna get the wall bang. 1v3 as Phantoms does respawn. He's got to look for this other player inside, but he's looking up P1 instead, and an attack round win comes through, and it's in favor of UIU.
Just so down to the last second, literally the last second. The Gavutu. A lot of surprises, definitely some big plays. Fame, all he needed to do for a second was take Dylan Rex out of that hill before the reinforcements came in. He gets that pick. That's over. Literally no time. But somehow, I mean, it just didn't quite come in. And just at that point, UIU, I mean, they had the pressure. They had like 2 guys on the hill. Fame, a very, very tall order, unfortunately unable to deliver.
Deliver D, but UIU now in a massive position, massive odds to take this one home right here. They have another defensive round. Gonna kind of wait this one out as M2S. Gonna hop on this A point once again. Try to get a tick again. Get it nice and early here. Want to do as much as you can. Do as much damage as you can here early. And Johnny gonna prevent that from happening though as UIU continues to clear him out. And Infamous might have control of this top ship area. He's gonna have to fight Scrap for it, but Scrap is just not gonna let that happen. That is gonna be his spot. Scrap holding it up for UIU. Should be able to clear this out. So good start here for UIU with about a 1 live lead, and looks like it could be many more if Johnny has something to say about it as he grabs 2 right there.
Yeah, it takes 2, and Johnny going up against another one. Can be Zyro. Zyro's down. Can be falling prey. There's another one of Johnny's victims here. He's going to be sitting at a 3. There's going to be Scrap there at a 4 as well. Zyro popping on out for some revenge. Gets the kill. So it's still going to be UIU. Trying to hold on. Dylan Rex, unfortunately, couldn't quite take Fame there. Fame instead going to be getting that one, saying, hey, you know what? I remembered from last round. I'm going to be on this point for right now. I'm going to try and hold it up. Jake's down. Phantoms. He's still on this hill. Reinforcements for N2S. Trying to be there, but it's not quite enough for right now. That is going to be UIU. Looking to get the job done. Johnny, another kill. Trying to find another. Can't quite do it, though, but I mean, time ticking away. M2S, they set a toe, a leg, some sort of body part, some sort of limb.
Oh, man.
Stop the clock.
Looks like they have a chance. They actually have an opening. That missile definitely helped them out. So M2S going to hop on board, but it's not going to be for long. Couple of kills coming in out of fans, and Johnny and Scrap, and that is going to do it. UIU making a statement on Gavitu control. They're going to take this one 3-0.
They'll take a nice 3-0, and well, with that, that's the map 3 that comes to a close there. It's the biggest win so far that we've seen of this series so far. I mean, for the side of UIU, overall looking really, really good in the control. I really was not expecting that from my own personal perspective. I was expecting at least another round, you know, from the side of Fame & Co. But it didn't really quite happen for them, unfortunately. But I mean, now we're going to be heading to a Berlin hardpoint. This one it has the potential to be just as scrappy as the first one, the first hardpoint that we saw. But it just comes down to if this is where UIU really picks up steam.
Yeah, we got Berlin hardpoint coming up next, so we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to go to a quick break, though. We got more games coming your way. 2-1 UIU going into the break. And welcome back. UIU on the brink of taking this home. They're up 2-1 in this series, and we're back to Berlin for some hard point. And that was probably the strongest Gavitu control I've ever seen, man. That was one for the books right there.
Yes, and on a record of the second one that you've seen.
True, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. That's entirely fair. Good Lord, man. At least I've seen enough of it. Just haven't talked about it. I've been over the board.
Yeah, I mean, you know the map. You know what to expect. But yes,
yeah,
the sample size of 2.
Oh yeah, we got to. Hey, look, the sample size of 2 has high percentages. That's what we're gonna go with on that one. Anyhow, stick with what we're doing on Berlin N2S with a nice strong start on this one. They're gonna basically eat up this entire P1, and P2 not gonna be up for grabs. It looks like UIU are gonna be set up first.
Yeah, M2S right now. Good points on the board for them from that first hill. Yeah, the P2 really looking like it's going to be going to UIU as they have some of the manpower originally there, though a few players are going to be spawning on out a little bit, going to have to sort of trench their way to get back to the objective. But oh, Zyro gets caught, Scrap with 2. And just like that, UIU, a good set of kills. Want there. They'll be getting 1 Phantoms, a few shots going out. They know exactly where he is. But it's now Looks like UIU going to be responding with a nice P2 for them right now, but oh, just like that, M2S, they have something to say about it. They come on out. Guns blazing so far. Dylan Rex really last one up alive, and Will Wand's going to be taking him down on a 4-3 right now, looking for that 5th, and there you go. Now gets it done. The glide bomb in hand, and Weldon, man, you think you can't miss shots. Unfortunately, will go down, but nonetheless, you still get the glide.
Still got the glide. If he wants to go off, might be his map. We're gonna have to wait and find out. But he started off strong at 9-2, getting nice and mixy with that AR for sure. Dylan Rex gonna answer back with his own AR, so it's gonna be M2S. Now set up for P3. They're gonna have spawns. UIU started to make a comeback on P2, but they still have a lot more work to do. We'll see if they're gonna be able to do it. They're gonna start to make the push up onto the street. They gotta check this dock side. They know that the best is gonna be there, and he's gonna find 2, but Dylan's gonna put an end to that. Now they move around, gonna look for Fame, and he gets him 2. Nice flick there out of Dylan Rex. Gonna be able to even out the score a little bit here, and now the push, and this should be spawns. Wand is still the only player in the back. M2S spawning P1 side, and that dock spawn is gonna finally put an end to him. And Simone wants his time for right now, but now Dylan Rex finally puts an end to that as well. It's gonna be Zyreal trying to make one final play here towards fire, but UIU have retaken control.
Yeah, now it's gonna be Wand pushing on up and fire. There's gonna be one right below him as well that peeps on out, and well, there you go. Wand able to find one, but the rest of his team, there just isn't really a lot of reinforcements. I think Wand knows there's one in the corner, but unfortunately he will get caught with that. UIU walking away, a solid hill from them, and a nice little response to this game going back and forth right now. It's gonna be 70-66, a few more points to UIU, but the rotation is looking like it's gonna be there for M2S.
Gonna be there for M2S, and they should be able to hold on to a good amount of this time. UIU gonna try to start coming in for the flanks though. Johnny gonna be coming around the back side. He's gonna be able to find any of the players on point. Looks like not, but he's gonna find a player inside a warehouse. It's gonna be a good start. Now the rest of the team gonna be spawning over towards that warehouse side. So Johnny can be able to hop on and try to regain the lead here for UIU as 3 go down for M2S.
Yeah, Johnny on this hill, trying to outsmart the glide a little bit, trying to get that movement, hide behind the corner, but it's not gonna help. He will get caught. Now Wand making an advance. Maybe seeing or knowing that Johnny's in the back. One of the top command center or whatever you want to call that. I'm not 100% up to date on my callouts. I ain't gonna lie about that, but nonetheless, UIU still gonna be holding out strong. Dylan Rex, a nice little common spot here, just gonna be chilling, just waiting, letting the rest of his team take the gunfights overhead. Say, hey, you know what? Shoot over my head. It's all good. But Dylan Rex, he finds 2, but M2S getting some kills, and now this next hill, the scrappiest one, probably generally of this map, popping on up, and it's going to be the side of UIU with about a 10-point lead.
Something I want to point out for M2S, Wand is 18-8, and look at the KDs for the rest of his teammates. So when we say that M2S is getting a lot of kills, what we really mean is that Wand is the only one that seems to be consistent and being able to get the kills and win these engagements. Proof right there. Scrap's able to pick up 2. Start pushing on through. M2S gonna have to pick it up in a slightly department a little bit to bring this one back. So UIU finally getting their biggest lead here. They're gonna be up by at least 30 and counting. One final push here out of M2S before probably decided to move on over towards P1, but it looks like it is gonna be Infamous. He might be getting set up first, but Scrap's gonna be ready for him. He sees his teammate go down. He's gonna win that one. So after a big hold on to P5, UIU gonna be set up here for P1 for the second rotation, so they got a lead.
Yeah, the second rotation's coming on up here momentarily. Yeah, UIU with his control. M2S gonna be pushing from the front. Needs stuns. Gonna be getting tossed on out. Gonna be Johnny that gets caught Scrap in the corner, trying to take the gunfight. Unfortunately, will lose that, but Wand is here on the hill. As he's gonna be trying to look for one. There's gonna be one coming around this right side. He gets tagged a little bit. The stun is there, and yes, sir, he's gonna get caught. Unfortunately, that stun slowing the movement, preventing him from escaping. Now it's gonna be Scrap on this hill. Looks like M2S deciding to opt for the rotation for the most part here. Looking like may push a little bit through mid, try and cut UIU off, but Scrap with the one. He sees the second. Unfortunately, just stopped shooting just a second too soon. But now the fight for the P2, looking like that one's about to rage on up.
And UIU have once again won a rotation. It's something they've been, exceedingly good with across the board for every map. Getting to the next one and winning the gunfights they need to get there. But at the moment, seems like M2S have finally been able to clear them out. So UIU are going to have those dock spawns. You see Johnny is going to try to make this play. Around the back, he's going to have the flank around S&D. He's going to Wait for his help, though. His help is just kind of cut off, though. The supply chain is cut. Here comes Scrap, though. He's going to have Scrap. Here comes Phantoms as well. So we're going to try to take down one. It's going to be down to Dylan Rex to try to make this play. There's one more player in point. It's going to be Juan, and he's been on fire lately. Can Juan take him out? He's going to get picked up from behind by Phantoms there. UIU regaining this control at this point, but keep an eye. The rotation is going to have to happen, and UIU are currently in possession of the spawns.
Yeah, and Johnny works his way on. The rest of the UIU getting some kills. Gonna be watching his back, and what with that, M2S, this hill, they're pretty much gonna be locked out for a little bit of time here. Zyro, a few seconds of scrap, trying to fight for it. Unfortunately, gonna go down. The next rotation, the next hill. Big gunfight going on down. Number 3 is gonna win that. And with that, it's gonna be UIU with the rotation. Next one, definitely a little bit of a tough hill to break, and for the side of UIU, they have the advantage right now, 185 to 131. I mean, M2S, we've seen massive comebacks from them. We've seen what they can do under pressure sometimes. But the question now becomes, can they really start to close this gap? Because I think they really need to on this map.
I mean, keep it on UIU. I mean, look at the KDs. I mean, look at the fact that they have, all of them are slaying higher than 3 of the players on M2S. So M2S are just not winning the right engagement at the right time. UIU getting close to a 100-point lead here. They have this point down. Zyro going to hop on in. Going to be looking for Scrap, but Dylan's going to pop around the corner just in that moment. So the fight continues, but it's still just all UIU right now. Hitting 220, about to bring this game to an end and probably the series. As Fame tries to make a play, but it's all just desperation at this point. M2S just not playing together at all. Just getting in staggered. Infamous goes with the Eagle Child. Is going to be able to find one, but gets killed out. So UIU going to make this 236, and now a foot race over to P4, which M2S is going to win. But we're going to have to see if UIU have something up their sleeve to bring this home.
It's a very, very tall order to fill. Right now, it's going to be UIU with Phantoms in the back. He finds one.
Oh, man.
The control trying to be there for UIU on this next hill, the train yard hill. It's up. M2S. Going to be around it, but so is UIU. I mean, you see Scrap. He should be able to maybe find one unless he gets shot in the back. No, he's going to go down. Zyro gets that kill. Dylan Rex, though, in the corner. A good gunfight win. Alerts the attention of the rest of the squad for the side of M2S. They're on this hill. I mean, there's 25 seconds left. We've seen M2S come back in a massive way, but I mean, it's a giant gap. It's much bigger than the last one, than the Vutu. They have to hold back UIU for so much time, and UIU, they're just on point with their kills, with their picks, with their positioning. It's not looking good for the side of M2S at this point.
Scrap going to get this kill here, and that's going to be a full race towards P5. He's going to get nice and scrappy. M2S can probably extend the game here, but we're going to have to wait and find out because UIU really just need one good push to try to take this back. Nades coming in, though. Keep them off of it for now as Fame picks up 3. He's going to make sure they don't get a touch on it. It's M2S now in a good position to start making a bit of a comeback here. Streak's going to come in, though, here out of UIU and see if they're going to be able to find anybody inside. It looks like not. As M2S continues to maintain control, and not for nothing, it's not even about getting the hill time as much as it's just making sure UIU doesn't touch it and just trying to win the next rotation. So far, they're doing a great job of that. Zyro now. Gonna come up here and try to find Scrap, but he's gonna get found out. So 240 for UIU, 10 seconds for UIU to bring this back. M2S gonna be close to 200 if they hold the rest of this time. So UIU have completely abandoned and are gonna stagger themselves out a little bit and get ready for next rotation. Gonna be Phantoms, who's going to be in point first. The rest of his squad around the outside, but the problem is he has nowhere to go now. He's going to get huddled in. He's going to get taken out. Scrap going to try to come in. Answer for that. He's going to try to find one. Can't quite do it. The slide cancel coming through it, and he didn't see him up on that ledge. So just Scrap getting absolutely bamboozled around the outside as M2S has hit that 100 mark.
Yeah, I mean, Scrap, he may have lost one, but comes in from the back, a massive play, able to get some kills, and M2S, they need to get on this hill. They need to keep it contested. Johnny's on it. He gets taken off. M2S, they're still going to hold. They're starting to go the distance a little bit. I mean, they still have a ways to go, but they've made this so much closer. So scary for UIU. UIU's been in this position where they've had this lead, but M2S still is never done until it's over. M2S, they have to get this rotation to the P2, though. UIU, they need 9 seconds. M2S have a lot to fight for, and Zyro going huge when you need it. Getting these kills by UIU. They're set up on the P2. They know. But so does M2S. They're going to fight number 5 going around this. I mean, M2S, they need to get pretty much a perfect break at this point.
This is trouble. I mean, UIU is going to be in there, but M2S has brought it back. One big break. will cause an issue, but that's going to be 4 down, and that might honestly do it. I don't think there's anyone near it, and UYU are going to keep it strong and held together. They're going to take this series 3-1.
M2S trying to repeat history, trying to make the comeback. They gave it their all. You know, they were in a very tough situation. If that gap just didn't get that large, I think you can see the side of M2S coming out, but on top. But unfortunately, just the gap just a little bit too large. Though they tried, it's going to be the side of UYU. Just taking it in the end, nice little 3-1, but it was not easy. Not easy at all.
Not easy at all, but UYU do get it done and move on to the next. I believe that was for T8, if I'm not mistaken, so they should be here for the next round. So I think my understanding is that the last series that we are going to be with today, T.
Yes, it will be the last one of today. Hope you guys enjoyed so far, or well, I guess enjoyed this game, enjoyed the series that we've had. We had some phenomenal games, and this one certainly a nice one that I think you want to end on.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, alongside the great gameplay we saw today, I do want to thank the Chicago Knights for sponsoring this stream. They're a new esports organization who are looking to field a team in COD, so be sure to keep on the lookout for them. Definitely check them out. And also, one more time, in case you didn't hear us at the beginning of the stream, Esports Zone is having their 4th LAN event happening in New York on March 26th and 27th. There will be a 4v4 $4,000 guaranteed prize plus 4 gaming chairs provided by GT Omega. An E-Zone jersey for the MVP provided by Sector 6. There will also be a $1,000 guaranteed 2v2 S&D provided by Alpine Dispensary. And they will also be giving away a free PlayStation 5 to a lucky winner at the venue provided by Gamers Club. You can find these team passes and more information at esportszonemedia.com/NYLAN. Again, it's esportszonemedia.com/NYLAN. But yeah, unless you got anything else to say, I think it's going to do it for us here today.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say other than just, again, incredible games overall tonight. GG's to everyone that we were able to cast, everyone that we were able to see throughout this stream. And again, I hope you guys all enjoyed, you know, as always, at least from me. And, well, overall, I mean, certainly incredible way to end it. Certainly a lot of potential. And I love seeing these teams play. I mean, this is what Challengers is all about, getting the blood going, you know, just top teams going at it.
Yeah, I gotta love the Challengers, man. I hope to continue to support them in the future. But we are going to sign off for now. We'll hopefully see you in the next stream. Continue to support Challengers. We're going to be rating Rack right now, so go show them some love. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in.